All right, so our stream just got cut, and let me see something. I'm gonna try to share this link to the chat on the previous stream. So let's see what's gonna happen here. Let's see what happens here. We should be here, but just in case. Wow, that is crazy. That is crazy. So anyway, we are back. I'm gonna give you guys a couple of minutes to come back in. Hopefully we get some the live stream going and everything like that. Man, I hate YouTube Studio sometimes. This is crazy. No, what the heck? Get out of here. It's not even letting me in my own stream. Hold on just a second. This is going crazy. It's just like a lot of glitches. All right. Do you guys see the screen? Here we go. We back. We back. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. This is crazy. We just had 150 plus people out here, and then they cut the stream on me. That is crazy. Like I said, they be shadow banning. They be shadow banning. That's why I appreciate. I appreciate everybody coming out. I don't know why the stream got cut. My connection is good, and everything. It didn't give me any warning. The stream just got cut, so I don't know what that is. But I'm gonna give everybody a couple of minutes to come back in before I go over the men's 400. Until then, let me go back over here really quickly. So when you watch this on the replay, definitely it's probably going to be about 2 minutes. I'm giving everybody a time to get back in. Let's see. Because it's going to take a couple of minutes for people to see the new stream. Hey, can you guys that are here? Nah, it's okay. You don't even need to go back to them. They'll find it in a couple of minutes. Because we just lost all of the people that were in here. Give me a second. I'm going to pause on my side. And then until that point, let me put this on the screen. That sucks. That sucks. I hate when this happens. Give me just about 30 seconds. It's going to be 30 seconds of silence. Alrighty, we should be back though. We should be back. So yeah, we just lost all of those people, unfortunately. Oh well, this is why I say thank you guys for supporting me. So I'm just gonna get straight into it. When they come back if they see it, because I know a lot of times when I've seen it, it's taken me 5 or 6 minutes when a channel is shadow banned before, and this is about 3 minutes. I gave enough time for us to try to get back to it, but here we go. So here's the men's 400 final right here. That actually, what I should have done was find the shots for the screenshots for Canara Hayes, but I guess not. So there's that. That's what happened there. Oops, wrong folder. Let me bring back up the folder. All right, so the men's 400 hurdles. We got Ria of Italy that got 8th. We got Prucciani of the host nation of Switzerland, 7th. And so he's a young guy. Isaac Makwala in 6th. Benavaccia of the Netherlands in 5th. Vernon Norwood in 4th. Dion Lindor. Congratulations to the top 3 men that's got there that made it to the final in that top 3 spot. Of Trinidad and Tobago. Karani James of Grenada in 2nd. And Michael Cherry with the championship win, the automatic bid, right, in the 400, and $30,000 in that diamond. So it's like $30,000 and the diamond, not $30,000 of the diamond. So let me see if I have the, I should have Cherry. Yep, I got him right here. So I got, yep, so I got him right here. Let me bring him up on the screen. And definitely, guys, smash the like button and share the video, because that's going to help it get back there, because we just lost over 100 plus people. I don't know. It's going to take a while for them to come back. But definitely share that with your crowd, whether it's on Facebook or wherever it's going to be. But here's the finish at the line. And this is crazy. This is crazy because this got me excited. The women's 400 and the men's 400. Because for a second there, it looked like Karani James. Man, it was almost anybody's race. It was about 3 or 4 people there. Norwood, Lindor, Makwala was a little bit further back. And in that home straightaway, Cherry pushed. And when they came off of the curve, Karani James was in the lead. That's the thing. Karani James was in the lead off of the curve. And then Michael Cherry came through and he went boom. So it, like, who passes up Karani James like that? He got about 1.5 meters lead on him right there. He took a chunk out of him right there. And then so when Karani James pushed back at him with about 60 meters to go, they were like neck and neck, but he just could not get Michael Cherry. And they actually got the same exact time. This is how hard it was for the timers to actually get the mark. Here we go. Let me bring up the finishing photo here. You see this? Oh, wait a minute. They took it down. I should have took a screenshot at the moment. When they had the screenshot at the moment here, they literally had 4 lines where they had a potential, okay, where is his chest? Where is his chest? Where is his chest? And this is what ended up happening. I don't have the front view because of whatever happened, but whatever happened to Hayes, wherever I saved that is probably where I saved the front view of this. But when you see the front view, you see Cherry fall. And look, this is the same thing that happened to Shanae Miller-Weibo, and they called it a dive. Even the commentators were like, oh, Shanae Miller-Weibo did something the same of the same thing. We don't think it was an intentional one. But he literally dove at the line because he tripped. And it was clear that he tripped. Like, when you see it, the height of him goes down. So, but this was crazy. They had 4 lines. They had a line right here. They had a line over here, and they had these 2 lines. And then the timers were trying to really come through with it, with that. But Karani James, he put in a good effort. This got my hairs raising. This was an exciting 400 dash, especially when they came off of that curve. And then Cherry just blew past James. And then James fought back. He was like, no, I know what happened over the last few years. I'm coming back. And everything. He did trip. You see the trip. Come on, man. You just be like against the stuff. He tripped. He did want it more, but he also tripped and fell at the line, man. D'Angelo, you be crazy sometimes. South Corey said Karani James has lost a bit of speed endurance. He used to have a better last 30 minutes before his illness. Yeah, it's unfortunate of what's happened. I know that he still has some of that strength, though. He's showing us signs here and there. So we're going to see. We're going to see what he can do. Butch Reynolds' meat record is not going to be touched for a while. I find that very hard to see that's going to be touched. Because of 43.29, and then it's after the Olympics and everything. Sometimes people run it better times. Sometimes they don't. But this was one of the best events that I saw of the running events. 4 Americans in the 4,000. You mean 400? Yes. We go see 4 Americans in the 400, and I am so happy about that. Let me move on to the next event. Let me mark that off of there. Let's go over to the steeplechase, because here we go. They better get a medal. Of course, the U.S. should get a medal. Here we go. We going over to the women's 3,000 meter steeplechase. If you just joining us, smash that like button. We had lost all our people. We were getting up to 200-300, but hey, tis is life. Sometimes we get the stream got cut. That was not my connection there. So somebody must have reported the video, because we got a lot of hate watchers now. They got banned from the chat, so maybe they could still report the video. So that's why I appreciate you guys with the super chats, sharing the video. That helps. and we kind of get locked down, even though we still are the fastest growing in our category. So I got to give myself a round of applause, and you guys, because as you guys are liking, commenting, and everything, as you comment in the chat, it helps share this out because of the interactions. So definitely, guys, do that. I applaud you guys as well. Here we go. Fancy Chirono was the pacemaker here. Purity Karui, 10th place. Kraus of Germany. I am surprised she finished so far back. Hasn't been having the best season. She is one of the toughest competitors in the 3,000 meter steeplechase. She got 9th. Chepnegedic, I didn't expect too much from her. 8th. Chimotai of Uganda is 7th. Yavi, fair, in 6th. Chesspool in 5th. Abebe. Ethiopia is trying to do better. Fredericks did not have it. She kind of left it a little bit late. I thought she was going to get pulled away. As she said in the interview after Tokyo, she said, look, I expect them to outkick me. So if I feel good, I'm going to make a move. She didn't make a move at all today, at all. So that means she wasn't feeling as good. But Courtney Fredericks, definitely shout out to you for on behalf of the USA. The USA is starting to make moves in the 3,000 meter steeplechase. So I really am, I'm really loving that. I am really loving that move that we are seeing for the USA. Then we got King of Kenya in 2nd. And then the unfortunate thing that happened to King, what happened to all of my files? What the heck is going on? Hold on a second. I had all of these files, and I even uploaded them in our Discord chat. Give me just a second here so I can see something. Because I don't have the 100, I don't have the women's 100 hurdles either. This is crazy. Or I don't have the, I don't have that. So wait a minute, I need to find this. Oh, here it is. I found them. Okay, now I see where the file is. So yeah, Nora Gerudo. Congratulations to you with the win, 9:07:33. Very quick time. She was the quickest in the world this year. One of the only women to break 9 minutes in there. So if we want to look at this, this is what happened. Kiying was there at the end. Fredericks, I think she should have just moved earlier, but obviously she didn't feel it. So, I mean, what can you do there? Here's the water jump that separated them. Kiying made a slip up. And it's her hurdle technique. She hurdles like the traditional Kenyan way, which is the 2 legs up, because they don't hurdle. They do the 2 legs up. Gerudo actually did jump off of there. And then, but Kiying slipped in the water. Gerudo got the strength. She runs under 30 minutes for the 10K on the roads. So that road strength came through here, and it got her the win. And that is freaking crazy that she came here. Let's bring up this other photo right here. Here's Gerudo. This is all the photos I got. I don't know where they are for the other events. I got the front shot of all of them. And then here's Gerudo celebrating right here as she comes in that home straightaway. And then here we go. And there you go. That's your women's 3,000 meter steeplechase. Let me go over to the men's. Let me read some of the comment section. They said Infinity Tucker in the NCAA. That was crazy. They said Mr. Max said Keely Hodgson got an ass. And that Mr. Max said Yavi's still my favorite. They said Malachi's Adventure said keep up the good work. Love your channel. Thank you guys. Thank you for that. Thank you guys. Somehow our stream got shut off on the last one. It was not my connection. So there was no warning about the stream. So that means somebody reported it. That's why I appreciate you guys coming out and liking and sharing and commenting here, because it does help that. Clearly, I had got to 150 plus people and it was growing. And then they stunted our growth for a second. So thank you guys for coming out here and staying here on this channel. Here we go. The Konez, I love his middle name, Wilberforce. But Chimiet Konez of Kenya, he was the pace setter there, did a fantastic job. We had Mohamed Tundov of Morocco in 9th, Abdwale Wahid of Italy in 8th, Hillary Bora of USA in 7th, kind of expected place, Tadesse Takele of Ethiopia in 6th, Wale in 5th of Ethiopia, Kip Kimoy Bet in fourth. Abraham Kibby Watt of Kenya in third. Congratulations to the top 3 men. Congratulations to everybody to make these finals, by the way. I forgot to say that a couple of the times. And then Soufiane Al-Bakali of Morocco in second. He timed this move late. I still didn't think that he was going to win, but when it was a matchup between Benjamin Keegan and Al-Bakali, he's way faster than everybody else in the field over the 1500. And Keegan and Al-Bakali, they've been doing face-offs over and over, year after year, year in and year out. And Keegan usually loses to Al-Bakali, and he was throwing chunks off. He allowed Keegan to get like 10 meters on him on a back straightaway. I don't know what Al-Bakali was doing, but maybe he was just tired. Mentally, he was going through some things or whatever it was, but he did not make a move. I don't know what was going on with him in his head, but he just left it too late. Here's Keegan on the left side. That's your eventual winner. Al-Bakali's right behind him. You can see him focused on his back. Wale right there, Boer as well. But he just did not have it in him today. Keegan just, boom, got that 10-meter lead on the back straightaway. He did the Kenyan style where they just made this move and sprint. Al-Bakali didn't have it. The Francois said, I have a soft spot for Ben Keegan. Yeah, the man is a tough cookie. I swear, he's a tough cookie. And here he is right here. Here's the second photo. Oops, wrong file here. Here's the second photo of him celebrating. That's the best shot I could have of him. They did not have a good camera shot on him at all during this time. I'm like, man. They said, I still feel sorry for him since the race where the bell went off early. Yeah. Yep, exactly. And then didn't Keegan not one of the guys did not make the Olympic final. I think Keegan, did he not make the Olympics? Because I know obviously he did not win the Olympics because Al-Bakali was the Olympic steeplechase champion. But definitely congratulations to Keegan of Kenya and in the top 3. Let's move on to the next event. We're going to go over to the hurdles. So the women's 100 hurdles. If I could personify an earthquake going off because of my celebration, it would have been with Kanera Hayes and here with Amusan. I swear, I was over here. I'm darn near about to shake the TV and everything like that. Okay, I'm thinking of another Kenyan athlete then. Then Keegan did get bronze. Thank you for that information. So this is crazy. I was shaking it. But here's congratulations to everybody that made it here. We got Robinson of the USA. Then we got Kambunji, not Majinka. Remember, this is the younger sister, because I remember people were asking. This is the younger sister of there, and I wish I would have put up a picture because she's a U20 runner. At the U20 championships, in the semifinals, she fell over the hurdle, didn't make the finals, and I thought that she would have at least had a great shot of winning, if not just the overall favorite. But this is Taji Kambunji. I swear their names, I swear it's so hard to pronounce. I'm like, what the heck? Why did y'all name them that? But hey, that's their names. So she got 8th place. So she was the youngest one in the field. Congratulations to her. Obviously, the host nation got a chance to put one of their athletes in. And as you see, it's a 9-lane final. And they put Kambunji there. So she overperformed. She did not get last place. Congratulations to her. Luca of Hungary, 7th. Cunningham of the USA, Cindy Simber, that was your 6th and 5th. Peyton Chadwick in 4th, and congratulations to your top 3. In 3rd place is Megan Tapper of Jamaica. This is interesting to say the least. Nadine Visser of the Netherlands. I swear the Netherlands, they've been some workhorses for a while. It's starting to pay off. They keep performing. Look, the Netherlands, Sweden is starting to get their pathway to get some wins, and you're starting to see it's the Netherlands, Sweden, and gosh darn it, what is that? Now Netherlands, Sweden, and one other nation right in that spot. Once I get it, I'm gonna kick myself in the butt. But those nations, they are out here. They are performing and performing and performing, and they come year after year. And they got even documentary about how they injured themselves. It reminds me of Jamaica, how the champs and people preparing for that, and even after, how the Jamaican athletes can be sometimes permanent life injuries and everything, or career-ending injuries. That is the equivalent in the Netherlands. I'm telling you. A lot of people are not respecting the Netherlands like that, but they are there, and they might have a real breakthrough where they just boom, 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 and dominate. So a national record to her, as well as a personal best, obviously, with the national record for Nadine Weiser. But here, finally, Tobi Amusan got a freaking win. Personal best, too, to boot, right? Personal best. Wait a minute. Why does it say season best right here and then personal best? Is this a wind assisted 1230? Wait a minute. I'm starting to get confused. What is season best and then personal best? Is that, I don't get it. But anyway, she got an area record. All right. That is crazy for her to set that record like that. The African record in the 100 hurdles. Congratulations to Tobi Amusan. What was the meet record here? Oh, well. Wow, very close to Gail Deaver's meet record. Dang, that would have been even crazier if she could get the meet record right after that. So here are the images, and I got the straightforward shot on this. If I can get the 100 hurdles, here we go. Here's a straightforward shot. I got it a little bit late, but that's Amusan. She's like, yes. If you saw her and listened to her, she was like, I did it. Yes, I did it. And I'm like, there we go. She even herself, she knows that she's been underperforming. She knows it, and I'm so happy that Nigeria got it. I do agree with you. Steve Patrick, good to see Nigeria winning something. Nigeria be there year after year, even in the 80s, in the 100, in the 90s, in the 100. You see a Nigerian athlete show up. You see them show up in the 200 every once in a while, the 4x1, the 4x4. They just can't get it, and I want them to get something in the sprint events, right? Because they are such a fast nation, but they can't put it together when it does. So at least with the, if anything, the Diamond League final in Zurich, as it's called, the one-day Olympics. And this is our version of the Premier League. This is our version of the NBA MLB finals, right? So this is still a very important thing. Let's not take away from that at all. And she got the $30,000, which in Nigeria, with the conversion rate in Nigeria, man, she rich. I want to move to Nigeria, partially because of the conversion rate of the dollar to the naira. So she over there just like, yo, I ain't got to work for a whole 2 years just based off of this one, even with the taxes taken out and whatever else. Uncle Sam. But yeah, congratulations to Tobi Amusan for finally getting it. This is one of my biased athletes. That's why I'm spending a little bit more time on it. Remember, I told y'all, Tobi Amusan is one of the ones that I got a bias for. And I said, hey, they've been cheating her if she loses. So she finally won. So please excuse me for showing a little bit of my bias here. A little bit of my personal country / I'm not Nigerian, by the way. Personal country / athletic bias. I got a slight bias for the USA if I can see one, but they just aren't there. So there it is. They said Naira billions. Yes, exactly. She gonna be a billionaire in Naira. They said Amusan and Brume are carrying Nigeria. Hopefully Oduduru comes through one day. The Francois said. Yep. If you guys are just joining us from the last stream, do not forget to like, because we got cut off. Somebody, I think, reported the stream. We got the hate watchers here. So we definitely need people to come out here and smash that like button. And as you guys are commenting in the comment section, it helps share this with other people. But we got people hate watching this stream right now. It's a lot of people that's done that, because we getting a lot of people trolling in the comment section. It don't matter if they block, because they can still see the videos and they can still shut down the stream. It's unfortunate. Now, where we at? I covered the 3,000 men. I covered the 100. Oh, yeah. Now we got the women's, or the men's. What the heck? The men's 110 meter hurdles. This one, I told y'all to look out for it. I still thought that Parchment was going to win, but still, here we go. We got our first athlete of the day. Now, this is what I will say before I get into this. The new technology this year, have you guys noticed that these officials been messing up? They keep getting these false starts. Like it's not anybody in the field, but they putting them on these blocks. And this year in particular, it's like, yo, and they had to start this race or start other races and everything in the 400, both 400s, the 400 hurdles. It's like, it's nobody false starting. It's just the technology. Is it too sensitive? Are they doing too much? Can't you just go by the eye these days or something like that? I don't know. But the technology or however it is, they are not getting this correct. Like they are not getting it correct at all. So, but in this case, we got our first athlete that was ejected and I got the red card for him. I think I'm going to use this as the permanent picture here for when we want to ban somebody. This is going to be the ban logo, I think. Where's my red card at? Here we go. This is what we're going to use. It's the red card. We're going to pull it out on somebody when somebody's there. They said, yeah, the R words fans. Yeah. They said, who else you're biased? I really don't have a bias except for the people I met at when I announced for them. So if it had to be Lyles, McLaughlin, which y'all be surprised because I'll be like, man, they covering her too much. So I got to give Muhammad. So I overcompensate by covering Muhammad. But McLaughlin is a bias of mine because I actually met her. Davis in the long jump, that would be a bias there. Everybody that was just basically look at this. The athletes that competed at the World Youth Trials in Lisle, Illinois in 2015, and you look at those athletes that are still competing now, those are my quote unquote bias. But you can't really tell because I really just don't even talk about them like that. I really try to cover everybody. And then I would cover Ethiopia, Nigeria, and USA if I had a bias. But they don't be performing like that, except for Ethiopia in the distance. But this ain't this is more like a sprint leaning channel. So yeah, that's where it is. That's what would be my biases if I had one. But the Jason Joseph false start right there. The Francois said the Joseph false start was low key funny. He did too much when the camera was on him dancing and all. I do feel sorry for him though. Yeah, this is where is it at? I got him with the camera. Here he is right here. He was over there like, what? And then I wish I could show the small video without getting copyright struck, but I couldn't record that in time there. But he was just like, huh? Me? And then he's just dancing around and everything. So there we go with that. Let me cover this. So we got Smet in 7th. We got Zhao of Finley Zhao of Switzerland in 6th. Don Mullen of Italy in 5th. Daniel Roberts in 4th. Congratulations to the top 3. Parchment surprisingly faded into 3rd. Like he just did not have that on this day. 2 season best. Now that's at least good. If you're going to win, do a season best or that time. Not necessarily having a slow time here. That means it was a rightful win here. Ronald Levy of Jamaica in 2nd. And then Devin Allen of the USA. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got a USA athlete there. There we go. To get a United States athlete. Now, look, y'all would see me celebrating more if I could get some U.S. athletes in these shorter sprints. But, hey, we just don't. So, here we go. But that's how the cookie crumbles. If the USA could run faster and start winning at the Olympics. The USA had a good day today. This is how they should have performed at the Olympics, in all honesty. This is how the USA, but I saw it ahead of time. It just wasn't there. Where is this at? Here's the sideward view of that 100. And then the Francois said, I love how you cover everyone. I love fair coverage, which is hard to find. Yeah, and then people say I'm not fair. And I'm like, yeah, I do. I even was nice to Richardson for a while. But anyway. But here we go. Here is this. And right now, it looks, if you look at this, you would have thought that Levy would have won. But look at where the white line and where he is. Even right here, Allen is already in front of him. At first, I thought Levy won. But when I got this freeze frame right here, I can even see that Allen was already in front. But if you go by, because you can see it a little bit better, the brown skin on the white line and everything. And then you match it up. If you put a line, if I could, I can't do it here because this is a shot and not the actual screen. But if you put a line right there, you can actually see that Devin Allen is actually in the lead. But They said, South Croy said, I thought Levy was going to be hard to beat. Congrats to the USA. There we go. Let's see. And here's the next shot. Let's see the next shot right here of that. And here's Allen celebrating as a rightful champion. Congratulations to you, Devin Allen, with the win, a new season best. You guys had the exact same time. Let's look at the finishing photo right here and bring that up on the screen if it actually loads. And here it is right here. Just barely to the thousandths of a second. A plus 0.6 tailwind. So let's move on to the next event. Let me see. Where is it at? So we just covered the 110 hurdles. We're going to move over to the women's 1500. 1500. We're going to keep it 100 over here. Chanel Price. I love seeing her come out right here. She's always pacing some great races. So here she is. Great 800 runner. Unfortunately, she can't make the team. But she did pace them through very well. And she actually paced them through a lot longer than she was required to. She, because they were trying to do a tactical race here, and I'll go into that in just a second. They said let me read the comments actually before I get fully into this. They said Marquise Alfonso that 110 hurdles event was very crucial for Jamaica. They had 7 guys running below 13.3. Don't be surprised if either Parchment or Levy or McLeod do not make the team next year. Wow, that's crazy. Huh. Well, this would be something to see. They said Elaine should have run the 200 and Sharika should have run the 100, but then both of them would have had a Diamond League trophy. Well, that probably would have been the case. That's crazy. Now, here we go. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot this event. This event, I think Amusan was the #1 event I was like shaking the screen for. This event was the second one. I'll get into it in a second. Here's another one of my biases here for a particular athlete. But Sarah Healy of Ireland in 10th. Katie Snowden, what the heck, of Great Britain in 9th. Winnie Nanyando of Uganda in 8th. Mbaye of Ethiopia in 7th. Lyndon Hall of Australia. Hey, Lyndon Hall be coming out here. She be putting in that work, if I gotta say. Sometimes you can't just stand out. If I know an athlete like that, I will shout them out here and there, even if they don't finish in the top spot. Some of these other ones, like Nanyando, I do know her, but I think she underperformed right here. So, but Lyndon Hall, congratulations to you making it to the Diamond League final. You represented Australia very well. Man, y'all got to see her races. She be putting in the work, and she comes out there and she does it. Unfortunately, she's facing against some great athletes, other athletes. Here is Helen Schlottenhofen of the USA. She finished in 5th. I think that's about where I would expect her. Marta Perez of Spain in 4th. Jose Norris, congratulations to the top 3 ladies. We got an American in the top 3, so congratulations to you. They said over 3 million in Jamaica. Oh, yeah. Desmond said. And then Delano Blake said Safan Hassan. The Francois said, yes, Marquise. Jamaica has like 5 potential medalists. It kept Yegon dominating. She is, Bree Wayne said. And then here we go. Safan Hassan in 2nd for the Netherlands. And then Faith Kip Yegon. I am so freaking happy. Nothing against Safan Hassan. Like I told y'all, I don't really care for her personally that much. It's kind of like how I felt about Usain Bolt. He was the greatest in the world and everything. But for some reason, I didn't care for him. I always respected him and everything. But he just, like what he was out there, it was later on that I was like, yeah, Usain. But just like some people don't care for Elaine Thompson-Herah that much. It's kind of like one of those things. I don't have anything against Safan Hassan at all. But I really like how Faith Kip Yegon comes out. She's a bubbly personality when she comes out there on the track. I love that she's been putting in work. She came back after having a baby. The year that she came back, she finished 2nd to Safan Hassan, which on that one, I got to congratulate Safan Hassan on that one because people were like, drug cheat. You were with Alberto Salazar camp, the Oregon Project, all of this. And then she was just like, all right, I'm going to show you all this. And she said she was running that 1500 final angry. And for that one, I got to big up Safan Hassan for that one. But in general, and that's the determination and the grit that I like. And I do like Safan Hassan with that one, but it's just something about her. I don't really vibe with her on an athletic level. I don't really care for that much in general, but I do cover her. So I got to cover people I cover out of respect. She's a tough athlete. She's the best distance runner we've ever seen on the women's side. I will argue the men and the women's side at this point with the ability that she has. But let me go over to the 1500. Where is that at? And get the 1500 women. So here's Faith Kipyegon right here with that win. This is another mother that's coming by running faster. She's got the Kenyan national record. She's so close to the world record. I hope that she gets it. She's trying to run this until she moves up to the 5,000 meters and everything. As you know, that's the tradition with everything. It's that Kipyegon has the Shelly Ann feel good factor. The Francois said, yeah, you know what? I think that could be the case. That could be the case because she's like a bubbly personality. She go out there smiling. I'm just like, yo, I light up when I'm seeing her. I don't know what it is about her. I follow her YouTube channel that she just started. She got a dry. She be like, yo, this is my house and welcome. It is dry as I don't know. All get out. And I'm still over there just like, all right. So I understand when some people are like fans of people. I'm like, yo, that's funny. Like, listen to her talking. It's very hard to listen to her because English isn't her first language. But then I'm like, hey, bubbly personality. So maybe this is who I'm a fan of. Who knows? But all I know is that I'm happy that Faith Kipyegon came out and got the win. But I would have been also happy that Safan Hassan got it. But I was over here. I shook the freaking TV. I'm like, get this, get this, get this. You got to get this. And I'm over here yelling. And I'm glad that she got the win. So they said, Steve Patrick, Ethiopia will take the 1500 next year. They said, what's the name of her channel? The Francois said, Faith Kipyegon. That's literally the name of her channel. And she's been posting up stuff after the fact of everything. I don't know if somebody else is managing it for her, but at least she has it because she did the stream and looked at her with herself. So here's her. I'm going to use this every time we get somebody that I'm doing a shout out for, if I can do a shout out to people. So here's her kissing a diamond. They said, no, you don't like Safan. D'Angelo, cut it out. I actually do like Safan. I don't care for her. I don't like nor dislike her, but I actually do appreciate and like Faith Kipyegon. So there's the difference here. So that being said, congratulations to the top 3 ladies. Congratulations to Faith Kipyegon. Let's move on to the next event. Let's go. All right, I'm pumped up. All right, thank you all for coming back in. We got cut out earlier. We got some people that was hate trolling or something and reported the video. Who knows? They might come back and report this one. They got us cut off. So we coming back in here. We got almost the same amount of people we had earlier. We probably would have been there. So smash that like button. We got, what is it? 149 people. Let's get this up to 60 likes. Come on, guys. Let's get it up to 60 likes because we know these trolls about to come out and hate on this video. So what did we just cover? So we covered the steeplechases. I believe, did we cover the 800? No, we didn't. That's why I don't like when this thing goes back. Oh, 1500. Let's go over to 1500 men. So this one was a good one too. A lot of these races were good. Eric Sawinski from Iowa, got a shout out to him. Thank you for coming out. Always doing a great job pace setting. He actually had to slow it down on them because they were doing another tactical race. Oh, I forgot. Last thing about the women's 1500. Safan Hassan normally starts in last place in these races and then comes up and she tries to trounce everybody down. But once Faith Kipyegon found out how to beat Safan Hassan, she has not been able to beat her. She cannot get her. Safan Hassan cannot beat Kipyegon in the 1500. And Kipyegon is a great 800-meter athlete. Not to take away from Safan Hassan with the fast 800 time. She was behind her the entire way. It was like they were the 1 and 2 other than the pace setter. Or Lyndon Hall was actually up there by herself. And then she was looking around like, I'm confused. Do I go with the pace setter? Do I go back here? I'm in no woman's land, and now I got to do this. But that was an exciting race. That's what made it even better, because Safan Hassan respected Kip Yegon that much that she didn't start in last. And then Kip Yegon realized that she was on her heels. So instead of going with the pace, she ran slow. And then she looked around her and said, no, you're not going to take this win away from me. Here it is, her. This is with 400 meters to go, and she was looking to her right, our left, and she said, "No, you're not going to take over this lead from me." So that, I appreciate that. But now here we go, moving on to the next events. Now we got Bethwell Bergen of Kenya. He finished in 9th. Fontas of Spain in 8th. Simotu of Kenya in 7th. Quimoy, which, you know what? Season best, that's fair. I think he could have finished a little bit higher in 6th. Muhammad Katir, I told you guys, I think he gets a little bit of hype because it is 3,000. And Katir does well in the 3 and the 5 a little bit, but I don't see him as the athlete to actually do anything. I really don't. And he faded back here in this race. Oliver Hoare of Australia. Man, the Australians, they be coming out, they putting in work. Personal best. Obviously, you can see here that he finished 2 places down, and they finished 1 spot better from their last Diamond League race. So, Oliver Hoare, congratulations to you for a personal best. I always got to congratulate the athletes when they get a personal best. Stuart McSween. McSween comes out. He's just off the A rank when it comes to the 1,500. I wish he could get that. And so, congratulations to the top 3. So, McSween, you got the top 3 spot. Congratulations to you over there in Australia. Jakob Ingebrigtsen, he did not have it. He said he's been tired, but hey, all of these men are tired out here. And even Timothy Chariot, the world champion, he looked tired. He's obviously world champion and then Olympic silver medalist, and Jakob Ingebrigtsen is Olympic gold medalist. And then they switched the spot here. Congratulations to Timothy Chariot, because he's one of the fastest that comes through, and I think he's got the world leading mark. Yes, he does. He has the world leading mark this year. Ingebrigtsen, 20 years old, very young. He's got a lifetime ahead of him. But also, Chariot is only 25. So both of them are going to be improving as time goes on. This is going to be crazy going forward. So here it is with Chariot here celebrating his rightful victory in the men's 1,500. Then here's the side shot. Man, Ingebrigtsen was breaking down so much, he literally put his hand forward and on his shoulder. And even the commentator, they said, I wonder if there was a 1% chance in his mind that he thought about pulling Chariot back. And I'm like, I wonder. When I saw him do that, that's what I thought too. And here they are right here. That's a determined look of them fighting through in those last few meters going toward the line. Chariot versus Ingebrigtsen. And I love to see that competition there with both of them. I love to see that competition. So congratulations to the top 3. Congratulations to Chariot. You got the $30,000, the Diamond League champion, and that Diamond League diamond and everything like that. And that's crazy. That is crazy. I wonder how much the diamond is worth itself. That's got to be something, right? I wonder how much this diamond right here is worth. They said the Aussies are also always fierce competitors in whatever sport they participate in, South Korea said. And then Desmond Lambert, Hassan needs to work on her finish speed. Also, Gould, she needs to work on her last 100-meter speed. So happy for Chariot, some consolation. Yeah, the Francois said. They said Elaine, Sharika, all were tired as well. Colleen Daly said. So here we go. Wait a minute. Now they saying my stream. Oh, my goodness. Hold up. Who's coming up on my stream? Are you guys buffering here? All right, let's cut this out. Who the heck is messing up with my stream today? Oh well, let me move on to the next one until this cuts out. We move until it gets cut out. So we just covered most of those events. So what do we got left? So we got the 100 men and women. We got the 800, the 400 hurdles, and 200. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the 100 and 200 last and cover these 400 and the 400 and the 800s first. All right, so we're going to go over to the 800. They said diamonds are a girl's best friend. Steve Patrick said, yeah, if I'm getting married, I ain't getting no diamond. I tell you that. So here we go. We got, oh, and by the way, like I said, Noelle Yarigo, I usually know the pace setters. I did not know who this was, but she was looking mighty fine right there with that large afro. I got to say, well, I say cute, all right? I mean, she was looking mighty good right there with that fro right there. I put up on the screen. Let's take her off the screen real quick. So here we go. In 9th place, this is the women's 800. Lind of Sweden, Hoffman of Switzerland in 8th, Bissett of Australia in 7th, Alemu of Ethiopia in 6th, Nakaye, which is the world champion in the 800. She has not been having a good season this season. She got out in the semifinal in the 800 at Tokyo. So that was kind of crazy. In 5th, Jimariki. She's back there. I thought she could have placed a little bit higher, but hey, I'm actually happy with the where it ended up. For Great Britain in 4th, Natoya Gould. She's going to have to get some more strength up in her body or something here, because when it came down to that last 100, like whoever said that earlier, I think that she's going to have to really do some sprints, downhill training, uphill training with some sleds or something. She's got to work on that strength right there. Or maybe it is her speed endurance that is lacking. Something there, she doesn't have that. Because I know before with me, I would never be able to use my kick in the 800 or the 1500 mile or anything like that unless I pretended like it was longer distance. I had to pretend like there's a longer distance, because whatever it was, I couldn't even use it. And so then I just found out it was just my training. My training in high school was so bad, because when I got to college, I'm like, oh, I can actually move. I thought it was just me being a bad kicker. Nope. So something in her training got to improve. Something got to improve. And then South Korea said, Latoya Gould is Jamaica's most successful 800 athlete. Yeah, y'all got to appreciate Gould, because she be coming out here and she puts in the work for Jamaica. And here she is. Let's put her out there. There's Natoya Gould. She out there a little bit celebrating when she won the Jamaican championships. Didn't she win the Jamaican championships 5 times now? I think so. I think that's what it is. I think she won 5 times. And then Steve Patrick said Cuba is coming for the 800 next year. They might. Who are you thinking of in general? Is she here? What is the athlete? I forget what her name is, but I think I know who you're talking about, because she was undefeated until the championships too. But here we go. Kate Grace. I am so happy that Kate Grace got here, as she doesn't get covered in the USA a lot at all. She doesn't get the coverage that she deserves. So congratulations to Kate Grace for the USA coming out here and getting second. And then Keely Hodgkinson. I had looked, I was like, wait a minute. Hodgkinson looking kind of cute. They was like, hey, I saw her today. Before, that was unrelated to her performance, by the way. But I'm like, before the race, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. However the makeup is, or whatever that is. Usually, that's not my type of look or whatever. But hey, look, I talk about all types of stuff here. So Hodgkinson won here for Great Britain. So shout out to the Brits out there, to those in the United Kingdom and everything. Y'all got the Diamond League champion. She finished second. She's 19 years old. So we got 2 people leading the world right now, the youngest, 19 and 19. Athing Mo. Remember, they went 1 and 2. Athing Mo and Keely Hodgkinson in the 800, 1 and 2, both 19. So they are going to be going at it against each other back and forth as the years are coming on. And if Mo thinks she can, she going to fall off, oh no, she's got somebody right on her tail. I'm telling you guys, she's gonna have to make sure that she keeps strong and that she's there. Now here's the front view of it. This is where the pace setter is. This is just after the first lap. Hodgkinson is right on that pace setter. Gould is doing the job. Like I said, she has to run a race where she goes to the lead. She went straight behind the pace setter. She did an excellent job of doing that. The only thing here is she's going to have to work on her finishing speed, endurance, or something here. And this is her. She just got nipped by 3/1000ths of a second between her and Kate Grace. That's what the difference was. 3 thousandths of a second. That's looking like some 100, 200 meter times finishing. I'm telling y'all, the 800 like a sprint. It comes down to it at the line. Like this is even looking more close than the 400 sometimes. So that's what it was. 3 1,000ths of a second. And then here's your champion, Hodgkinson. Congratulations to you in the women's 800. Let's move on to the men's now. Let me take this off the screen. Give me just a second here. I'm going to have all of this stuff loaded up. Now we move over to the men's 800. Don't forget to smash that like button. We still are barely up there. Y'all must not be liking the stream or something. We got 150 people out. Y'all just want to ninja watch? Come on, smash the like button. Cost you nothing. Let's see. The 800 men. They said Boma beat them. What the heck? They said Great Britain. The Frequois said Great Britain. Keely will keep Mo busy. They said Mo will beat her on strength. Desmond Lambert said. Mr. Max said, y'all see that ass? Who you talking about? Y'all funny. There we see. They said she's 30 years old. You must be talking about Natoya. But here we go. Here's the men's 800. Now here's the pace setter. I don't know who. Oh yeah, wait a minute. I've seen him out a couple of times. Patrick, he does a pretty good job. I'm pretty new to him. But yeah, he did a pretty good job with pace setting. Then we got Kenya Mole of Kenya in 8th. Then we got Tuka in 7th. Harris of USA in 6th. Elliot Giles of Great Britain in 5th. Marco Arop of Canada in 4th. Congratulations to the top 3. I am so happy. I am very happy with Clayton Murphy. I would have preferred that he got a win. But guess what? I am happy because he's been underperforming, looking very bad at the Diamond Leagues. I'm glad he made it into the final. He got 3rd place. Congratulations to Clayton Murphy. I'm going to take it. I will take the 3rd if I can't get the win, right? I can't get the 2nd. I'll take the 3rd. You got the top 3 spots in that. And so congratulations to you. Even though it's not quite the win and the Diamond League trophy and the prize and everything. Hey, look. We going to take what we could get, and I'm going to take that 3rd. Congratulations to Clayton Murphy. Then we got Chariot Rotich of Kenya in 2nd. And we got our Olympic champion in the 800. He showed it wasn't a fluke. Kip Karui Career came away with the win. Congratulations to him with the $30,000, the Diamond League Diamond, and the win, but he doesn't get the automatic bid. The reason being is because another athlete from Kenya. Wait a minute, hold on. No, this isn't the event because didn't in Doha didn't the USA get the win with Brazier? Wait a minute, or am I thinking of 20? Yeah, I think Donovan Brazier. No, gosh darn it, I think Brazier is the champion, so he does get an automatic bid here. For Kenya, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's the 1500, which is the one. I actually said that late. Here's my notes. I think it's the 1500 that is the one with that. But here's the side shot of Career coming away with the win. Very happy. Got his arms out. There you go. Here's the front view shot of them at the finish line. I'm like, I think the faces say it all. The faces say it all. They said most of them fighting to get deals. Wait a minute. Keely on that finish. Oh, you talking about Keely on that finish? Oh, I see what you saying. All right, man. They said Wale's Queen. Wales Queen. Oh, Wales Queen. My village girl in Boma will kick them all. Most of them are fighting to get deals. My village girl in Boma is fighting to get a free house for her family. Namibian government will definitely give her the house. Okay. Gotcha. Why you keep saying my village girl? I just don't understand. My village girl in Boma. So are you saying that you are in the same neighborhood as her? Because some people interpret those things differently. But here we go. Career, he comes away with the win, the well-deserved diamond, and everything like that. Let's go on to the next event. Now we got the 400 hurdles. Then we going over to the 2 and the 1. So let's go back over here. Boom. 400 hurdles. Women's 400 hurdles. I'm actually a little bit surprised with this and a little bit of happy with it. So we got Leah Sprunger of Sweden in 8th place. That was the add-in that they are allowed to get. Geneve Russell, I think she could have done better, of Jamaica, got 7th place. Nina Haley of the USA got 6th. Gianna Woodruff of Panama got 5th. Then Victoria of Ukraine in 4th. And then congratulations to the top 3 ladies here. Let me make sure you all are seeing the screen. Are you seeing the screen? Yes, you are. So congratulations to you all that made it in the top 3. We got Anna Rizikova of Ukraine in 3rd. Then we got Shamir Little, which I'm at least happy that she got 2nd, because she could have done so much worse. She could have done so much worse. Shamir, if you ever are hearing anything that I'm saying on this thing, please, definitely come out and work on your form. That is killing you in the efficiency over these hurdles. That is very much needed. Now, I'm happy that she did something different. Look at this, because Shamir Little is usually the one that gets out on Femme Cabo when they've been going against each other or on the field. She tries something different. I appreciate it. You see, out of this curve, out coming into the home straightaway, Shamir Little was actually in 2nd, which means she held back. She said, wait a minute, something always happens and I lose. So now I'm going to hold back just a little bit. She took out hard. Right? And then she eased up on the back straightaway. Obviously, you need to get out. You need to use your creatine stores that are in your body and take advantage of that, because they don't come through. Then she tried to do a late move right here. She tried to do a late move in the home straightaway. She pushed, but then Bowl pushed harder. Then she pushed, Bowl pushed back harder. This was a great duel coming into the home straightaway. Unfortunately, she just still didn't have it. Femme Cabo is going to be pushing McLaughlin. I'm telling you, she's going to be the one that's going to push her after Muhammad retires. That's going to be the one that's going to be there. As long as she doesn't get injured, as long as she stays healthy, both of them, they're going to be pushing each other. This is going to be great. But Muhammad obviously is the better competitor right now. But yeah, here is Femme Cabo celebrating with the Diamond League Diamond, $30,000 and the win. Congratulations to Femme Cabo. Although I am very happy for Shamir Little at least getting 2nd. I think she could have performed a little bit better. They said, I hope that she gets the house. Dalia said. They said that she is from a village. Watch her full family story on YouTube. Extreme poverty, no beds, no brick house. Oh, so you're calling her my village girl as in, oh, she's from a village. Because like I said, some people interpret some things as offensive. That's what I'm saying. As I'm repeating your words, that's why I'm saying your name with it too, because some people get in their feelings a lot with that. Instead of saying, hey, my girl that lives in the village, or that she lives in the village, you're saying my village girl as in she's in my same village. That's why I was asking what you meant by that. But here we go. Man, here we have another red card. Unfortunately, it was Yasmani Capello. Oh, my goodness. I actually feel for him. I'm like, man, is he going to get the ejection red card again? Is he going to be the person that gets the red card? And yes, he did. Because first, it was a technical error. Then Capello got out. And I'm just like, man, give him a pass. Y'all had a technical error the last time. They antsy, whatever. But hey, look, it is what it is. McAllister of Great Britain in 7th. Angela of Netherlands in 6th. Priest of Germany in 5th. Magi of Estonia in 4th. And congratulations to the top 3. We got McMaster in 3rd. We got Alison Dos Santos. He was working really hard in 2nd, and it actually looked for a second that he might have come back on Vorholm, but Vorholm was just jogging on him. I was like, oh, that's what he did? You just jogged on him? Hey, he said, look, I'm coming through for the win. Unfortunately, he missed the meet record, which, in all honesty, I thought he could have got this. It's only 47-10 only, quote unquote, but probably running in the 47s is still pretty difficult to these guys. Yeah, sure, it might seem like, oh, this is a cakewalk, but it's a long season. People running hard, running long, and everything like that. Oh, she said, I am Namibian, Wale's queen said. Okay, cool. I'm glad that you are Namibian. Like I said, people on here be getting offended. They be like, oh, somebody said something about Jamaica with coconut. And I'm like, look, you see my comment section? There are people that say that stuff. And then they get all in their feelings and stuff. And so now you're here saying that. But I bet you somebody else from Namibia be like, oh, how dare you? How dare you? You're telling us that we have villages and that we're all broke. I'm like, yes, there are villages in the USA too. There's a town, a city, a village. The village of Bellwood, for instance, in Illinois. Not the same village that many people would think of, but yeah, still nonetheless. Back on topic here. But here is Vorholm coming through on the hurdle. I thought Dos Santos may have come back, but Vorholm was really he was just holding back. He just said, yeah, I'm holding back. He's doing this little spin wheel thing in the home straightaway. And here he is celebrating with the much-deserved $30,000, the Diamond League trophy. And he's screaming and saying, yes, I got this. Like, the guy is a showman as well. So, there you go. They said, only 47-1. How the times have changed, said the Francois. Yes. The Francois said, 30,000 is making people jump the gun, LOL. Hey, look. Hey, it's better to jump the gun on freaking 30. Well, no, it's not. They be jumping the gun for less. Like some of these meets, they don't even be paying them 10,000 or 2,000, matter of fact. And some meets, you gotta pay to get in for some of these athletes. I know where some of these professional athletes have competed and they had to pay to get into a meet, whether it's $35 to get into a meet, and they don't get any prize money for winning. So, hey, look, you can false start on a meet you gotta pay, or you could false start on, I guess, a more high stakes meet. I would rather not false start at a high stakes meet. There's no way to say that makes it sound better, actually. So let's go over to the 100 men, and then we go to the women, and then we go to the 200s. So here we go. Looks like Curly got it. But here, Abikum, he was the add-on, I think. He got 9th place. Oh, yeah, congratulations to the Vorholm for winning as well, if I didn't say that. And then we got Sylvan of Switzerland in 8th. Mike Rogers of the USA. He's been there for a long time. He got 7th. Unfortunately, he got 7th. I'll say it like that, too. He's seen better days. Definitely seen better days. Rowan Browning of Australia in 6th, underperformed by a lot. Akani Sabine of South Africa, thought he could have ran faster. Trayvon Bromell, he hasn't been having a good season. After he did that 977, after he went to Tokyo, what is going on? Is he injured and not telling anybody because he doesn't want to sound like a whiner? I wonder. Congratulations to the top 3. Congratulations, guys, to the top 3. He said, about time. Hey, look, matter of fact, guys, smash that like button. Get us up to 65 likes. Then I'm going to cover these events in full. They said, I'm surprised. Until then, let me read the comment section, because we be having people hate watching. And Daryl Richardson, to be fair, my channel isn't just sprint stuff. It's just what you guys happen to watch. And fortunately or unfortunately, I am stuck in the sprint area, particularly for Jamaican women. I cover a Jamaican guy. They don't get as much views. It hurts the channel. So I urge anybody that's here listening to it, click the video, put a comment in the comment section on those other videos that's not there, because what will happen is it will get shadow. And I'm already shadow banned, right? I already get demonetized. So it doesn't put me a suggested video. So it does it even worse. Like the video I released today, they didn't even want to show it. I saw it I used like a different YouTube there because my friend, and he said, yo, log into this other one. And then I looked, it didn't even show up on my channel. So I was very surprised. So guys, smash these like buttons. Let's get us up here. You got a lot of people ninja watching. I would imagine that people would rather leave the stream than to get the likes up to 65. So let me read these other comments. They said, Michael Walker, I'm surprised how little people get paid in tennis at the U.S. Open. For losing the first round, you get $75,000. For winning the tournament, you get $2.5 million. Wow. Wait a minute. $75,000 for losing? Where can I sign up to be a loser at? I'm still going to try to win. But where can I sign up to be a loser. Now, to be fair, Michael Walker, to be fair, most tennis athletes, the average, okay, here's the average. That means there's a lot of people making less. Did you know that the average tennis player only makes about middle income is like between $25,000 and $35,000 a year? So that means, yeah, sure, at the U.S. Open they do that, but you got a whole bunch of other tennis players. I think that if we made a league for that and it was only a certain amount, then yeah. Oh, by the way, if you're just joining our stream, we're getting the likes up to 65, and then I'm going to continue the other one. Otherwise, I'm just reading the comments here. They said, Daryl Richardson, I only want Jamaican women sprinter news. LOL. Yeah, that's unfortunate how I built up my how my channel got the attention in the beginning, because that really hurts, because I'm trying to grow the sport and grow the exposure to it. And yes, I understand that that's the news that you want. But when I have so many people on that, it hurts everything else, and it actually pushes my channel down. And so I can't even expose to other people. Like when I talk about an athlete that's not a big name, how do they get exposure if how the algorithm works? It's not normal like how it used to be years ago. The algorithm works by the amount of regular subscribers that click the video first. If you guys don't click the video, they don't show it, right? So that's just how that works. So just like the video I watched earlier, they actually shadow banned me because, remember, I did the roast of somebody. And so we got a lot of people that's not liking it, and they keep reporting all of my videos. We got one more like to go. Okay, we got them. Now I'm moving on. Let me read these last comments, and then I'm going to cover this. They said Wale's Queen is laughing. Wales Queen is laughing. They say, I think Bromell needs to try and approach his craft with a little bit more assertiveness. South Korea said. Richardson said, I love your platform. Dalia said, Michael Walker, I'm not surprised. The U.S. has more sponsorships, so bigger prize money. At least that's what I think. You have to be in the top 100 to 50 in tennis to make money and travel, and they travel far more than people in athletics. Adrian Grant said. Yes, that's one thing I would say. One quick thing, and then I'm covering this, is that if you tennis players don't get paid a lot. It's just the top athletes, just like the top athletes here. And on my channel, I'm trying to cover everybody. So when it comes to this, yo, I just gotta say, yes, at the U.S. Open, they get paid a lot, but it's also the amount of eyes. I'm going to do a video right after this about the difference between men and women in track and field. And no matter how you guys feel about it, you got to admit that there are more people watching men than women. Even the 100 final, as stacked as it was for Jamaica and everything, there were more people watching the men's 100 final here than it was for the women. That's what I got to say. There was more for the men than it was for the women. Now let me move on. Here, congratulations to the top 3. Now, Ronnie Baker, 3rd place for the USA. All right. Andre DeGrasse, personal best, 989. Okay. I got to look at the win reading. Oh, they were running against a slight headwind. Fred Curley, he's showing us that he can win in the 100, that he can come away and he can do things from the 4 to the 1. This is crazy. This is crazy. So he said, look, I beat you at the Olympics. I'm coming back to beat you again at the one-day Olympics, a.k.a. the Diamond League final. Like, what? He came away and said, yo, I'm getting this. And here he is. Here they are at the line, the dip. And so when it comes down to it, that's where the difference is. I still think that Curley got pulled out. Oh, now I got it. For some reason, I was having a brain fart. So let me do this real quick. Ronnie Baker got out on the field. I got to give him that. The dude came out the blocks. Congratulations. Like, he pulled through. He was leading most of the race. He just did not have the strength. Right up to about, 65, 70 meters. He got out on the field, and I think he pulled Fred Curley just by getting out. I thought Trayvon Bromell was going to get out and pull Andre DeGrasse, but instead, Curley was pulled through with having Baker there as the unofficial pace setter for him. This is crazy. I'm just like, whoa, Ronnie Baker. Now, I shouldn't even doubted Baker, actually, to be honest, but he got out pretty good on this one. So he got a well-deserved third place. I would have liked to see him come away with a win, actually. As fast as he got out in that start, he should have came away in that win. So here's the front view right here of them. This is Baker still in the lead, and you can see the gap even from the front that he has on Curly and DeGrasse to his right. And he came out and he said, boom, I'm getting out on the field. And so I'm like, whoa, like he was going after it. And I don't see him like that often anymore. Here's Curly coming away with the celebration after he wins. Baker, he's like, all right, I'm tired. Okay, I'm good. I'm glad I finished there. If he can get that right, he can make the Olympic final, and then he could probably do something. I wish he would have been able to do something at the Olympics. That's the bad thing about today. I got a salty feeling in my mouth on behalf of the USA because a lot of them are performing better than what they did at the Tokyo Olympics, literally, and this is what they should have done. They literally should have done this. But hey, here's Curly. He didn't really have a celebration. He was serious the entire way through. He didn't have the look that the other athletes did. He just kind of looked very serious. So this is the best shot I got with him. He didn't have a better I'm holding the trophy thing here. He was like, hey, I'm about my business. I'm coming through. I'm coming through to win. They said, Desmond said, I think they should change the 100 meters by running the men first. The women are more exciting nowadays. Desmond Lambert, I'll put it this way, and I should put it on the screen, but there are more people watching the men than the women. You personally might feel that way, but the rest of the world and the viewers don't feel that way. That's what I got to tell y'all. In tennis, they perfectly blend men and women, but when you separate men and women, I'm going to go off on something here very quickly. I know it's going to upset some people, but oh well, it really doesn't matter to me. When they talk about equal pay, you notice it's only when it complains about women. That's the only time that they complain about equal pay. There's no such thing as complaining about equal pay when the male volleyball players don't even make a few $100,000 and the female volleyball players get paid millions. Male volleyball players, hundreds of thousands, and the female get paid millions. Similar things will happen in track and field instead of being equal pay, like on both, other than sponsorships. Sponsors will do whatever they want with their deals. But as far as the prize money, it's equal in tennis and for men and women because they blended it perfectly together. They're trying to do it with the UFC for men and women. But the numbers and the data are hard to see, but men are more interested, or women and men are more interested in watching the UFC men than they are of the women. And that's just across the board in almost every sport. There are more people watching the men than there are watching the women. Now, if Shelly Ann Fraser-Price would have won the Olympic 100, you might have saw more views on that because her name carries more than the event itself, if you get what I'm saying. All right, Afro Buddy, you are required to call in. Let me do something. Afro Buddy, you are required to call in. You have 2 minutes to call in, or I'm banning you completely from this channel. I hope you get that. I'm looking for my other thing here. Hey, also, I believe, who was that asked for? Daryl Richardson, thank you for the Cash App. I'm trying to bring up the phone that has it there, and whoever else has donated to the Cash App, because the phone has a notification on it, and I got 4 phones, and the one that has the Cash App and the PayPal notifications, so I can shout out to you guys. I'm assuming that you already donated because you asked for the Cash App, so thank you in advance. I'm not able to see it, but Afro Buddy, you're required to call in or you will be banned. Because I got a 0 tolerance when it comes to something like that. So I'm getting up the Zoom right now. Right now we are, oh, congratulations to the men. Right now I'm going to cover the women's 100 final, but I'm loading up something so he can call in very quickly. Let me pause this. Let me give you this. Afro Buddy. Call in on Zoom. I know some people are like, what the heck is going on? 5051250. There you go. That's the number right there. Other than that, you have 2 minutes or you will be banned. Yeah, don't ban Afro Buddy. Do not ban Afro Buddy just yet. Don't ban him yet. Not until he doesn't call. But anyway, I'm moving on. So here we go. Talu. What is going on? She pulled out the 200 as well. But obviously her injury is very, very bad. That she finished this bad in this race. Because, you know, she comes out and she performs at Diamond Leagues all throughout the year. I think this is where her moneymaker is. Because she comes up to most Diamond Leagues throughout the years and she just does pretty bad. But yeah, so Marie Jose Talu from the Ivory Coast, of course. You know, she comes out there and she got 8th place, unfortunately. Natasha Morrison, I thought she would have actually finished last. But she did not. Because Talu was just really underperforming and she's hurt. So I feel bad for Talu here. But yeah, so we got Talu in 8th, Morrison in 7th, Javian Oliver, wow, in 6th. I thought she would have got 4 or better, at least. Mujinga Kambuji with a personal best, but still, what? You lost to Del Pont? I thought Del Pont was worse than you or something like that. Yeah. So this is going to be crazy. All right. This is going to be crazy. So with that being said, Kambuji got 5th. I am actually surprised she finished on the other side of Del Pont. Daryl Naida of Great Britain. She got 4th. But congratulations to the top 3. Del Pont got up there. What? My mind is blown. Number 1, Kambuji typically finishes in front of Del Pont every single time. Like, she rarely ever loses to her. And she lost in the Diamond League final. That is crazy. This is crazy here. So congratulations to Ajla Del Pont of Sweden. The host nation got to see somebody in that top 3. Dina Asher Smith finishes 2nd for Great Britain. As we can see, she finished the season best just off her personal best time, which is crazy considering that she's been struggling through injury. Although she did get over it, she's gotten a little bit better. And then somebody said, you really do love Dina. But Afro Buddy, I am now banning you. Thank you and goodbye. You said she's a fraud. You did not explain that. The only way you can get unbanned is if you click the Zoom link, scroll up in the chat. I'm not reposting that, but you are banned. Let me see. So you gonna say something, you gotta back it up. So I don't stand for that. Maybe you were not in the chat, but if you want to get unbanned from the chat, you can always email me. The email is the same as my PayPal donation button, which is in the description. And there is a rehabilitation program that you can pay to get back on. It's not that expensive, but hey, if you want to come in here and hate on somebody and call them whatever it is, you've been negative mostly on this channel. So this isn't the only time. So for people that say, you really do love Dina. No, the man, he comes here and trolls and is highly negative of every single athlete that's there. He rarely ever says anything positive. I had to point it out to him one time. And then his next 2 comments were finally positive. He finds something bad to say about every single athlete up there. It's like, dude, you like one of those annoying people that come up and just poke somebody. So you can go. So apparently people don't like that because I lost about 20 people just from banning them. But hey, it is what it is. So, and Elaine Thompson Hero, congratulations to you. A 1065. Can we just say this year we have seen 7 or 8 times, right? We've seen 7 or 8 times somebody go below 10-7 And in the years past, we weren't really seeing that at all. We saw one athlete in the history of this event that actually went there at the time she did it, which was Flojo. Then we got, what, 2 other athletes that did that after her? And then now we got, what, Elaine Thompson-Herah going 10-5 something, right? 10-5-4. We got Shelly Ann Fraser-Price that should have just freaking leaned at the line. But we had some of the fastest races in history. Oh my freaking goodness. What is going on? What is going on? That's crazy. Elaine Thompson-Herah, Shelly Ann Fraser-Price been pushing the game. And somebody else said they want to claim that it was them doing it. No, sweetie. It's Elaine Thompson-Herah and Shelly Ann Fraser-Price. As a matter of fact, it's Shelly Ann Fraser-Price because she was the first one to break 10-7 in this modern version of the event. So, hey, Shelly Ann Fraser-Price, you set the bar high. And then, of course, your competitor, Elaine Thompson-Herah, had to come back and compete. So we got a 10-63. We got a 10-6-1 at the Olympics. We got a 10-5-4. We got a 6 flat, and then a 10-6-5, and another 10-6-5. So that's 6 times we've seen I'm talking about legal now, sub 10-7. If we talk about Richardson and then we talk about Okabari, that's adding now 2 more, which means we got 8 sub 10-7, including the illegal runs here this year. This is crazy for the women's 100. Now, here are some of the shots from that race here. Here we go. Here's a front shot. Oh, wait a minute. I pulled it to the wrong thing. I pulled it on YouTube instead of pulling it into the program that I should. Now, here's the front shot of Elaine Thompson-Herah, Dina Asher-Smith, looking pretty solid right there. Kambuji looking, I don't know what happened. It's the pressure of the home field. She had a home field disadvantage. Right? A home field disadvantage. So let me end this Zoom call because I don't need that to be taken away from the internet here. Since he didn't want to call, that is now over. Your opportunity is gone. You have to do the rehabilitation program. Here is the front shot. Look at the difference of this. And she didn't even have to run as hard as possible. This is her holding back a little bit. What was the wind? I forgot what the wind reading was. Okay, a plus 0.6 tailwind. All right, she destroyed Evelyn Ashford's meet record, right, which was a 10.76. And in years past, we would have been looking for, all right, 10.71, 10.72, maybe a 10.7 flat if we lucky. Like, yo, this is crazy, the talent that this year has produced. I hope they come back next year and they keep on doing this. But look at the gap. This is the gap between a 10.65 and a 10.87. And a 10.87 in some years could get you a medal at the Olympics, a medal at the World Championships. And one or two of the years you might have won. But that's crazy to think about. Look at the gap on the screen. This is why I tried to get the frames here so that you can see the difference in talent. It's like everybody else got lead on their legs, and Elaine Thompson-Herah, and she ran hard. She tried, but I think she might have went 90%, 87, 90% effort. She didn't lean, as you can see. She's upright. She just like, she went through, and then when she finished, she was just like there. She didn't do any extravagant anything like that. Here she is. She's happy with it. She's got $30,000. That's gonna go farther in her wallet. Right, her bank is already big. She got the $30,000, the Diamond League trophy, and the championship. She doesn't get the automatic bid, though. This is what I want to point out. She does not get the automatic bid. Shelly Ann Fraser-Price has it. So when it comes down to that, the automatic bid goes still to Shelly Ann Fraser-Price because she is the world champion. Now, I wish they would do a bid stacking. That would be good. But, hey, it is what it is. So they got the buy for Shelly Ann Fraser-Price. And as somebody said, maybe Sharika Jackson should have done the 100. And then Elaine Thompson-Herah should have done the 200 in order to get the wins and come away with the wins. I don't know. Who knows? Sharika Jackson ain't been looking at that. But yeah, when I have the animated race videos, if I could put Elaine Thompson Hero on the animated race video, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put flames coming up behind her. I'm gonna put flames coming up behind some of these athletes. Same thing with Shelly Ann Fraser Price. It'll probably be a tornado or something come through. I'm literally going to do that, right? So anybody that's here that donates to Super Chat, Cash App, PayPal, cryptocurrency, member of the Patreon, whatever it is, watching the ads, clicking the like button. Well, clicking the like button helps the algorithm a little bit, but definitely watching the ads and all the other stuff. All that money, that goes to me paying the animators to do the animated race videos, right? So that's why I'm putting all of that, because I take care of myself with do my crypto investments. I don't need that. Now, that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to make a separate YouTube channel for that. But Elaine Thompson Hero, she out here, making records. She's taking names. She's kicking ass, taking names later. That's what she's doing. Kicking ass, taking names later. We're going to do an appreciation post for Elaine Thompson Hero, because I understand a lot of people don't vibe with Elaine Thompson Hero as much as Shelly Ann Fraser Price. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an appreciation video for her. I'm going to do appreciation video for Sharika Jackson. I'm going to do one for Javion Oliver, even though I know some of the people on the channel may not click that. To me, to be honest, I'm going to cover what I want to cover. And then hopefully you guys will also like that too. But I understand y'all here for y'all own reasons. We ain't gonna force y'all into nothing. Now, let me go here. Did I put this up here on the screen? And then that was her, the final picture of her just celebrating and everything. And she's happy, she's cheesing. And you know, she's been working real hard over the years, right? She's been struggling through injury. So they said, let me read some of the comment section while I got this here. Then I'm gonna move over to the 200s. They said, oh, I got to roll back up a little bit. And by the way, shout out to everybody that has donated via Cash App, PayPal, the Patreon subscriber that we do have. We got one right now, but we going to grow. And because you know how hard I'm working on this. And then the people that donate through crypto and everything. This is going to be crazy. Let me roll up and read y'all comments here. They said, oh, wow. I missed a lot. I'm just going to have to come with the recent ones. It would be, oh, my goodness. I like the style when I said if you wanted to get attention, do the super chat. But because I said I'm going to read the comments, let me do this. Desmond Lambert said, everywhere Elaine runs, she is leaving a mark on the track. That's what you call fire. I know, right? This year. And then Delia said, Michael Walker, the biggest social media hype star. Huh? Oh, you must be talking about somebody else. Yeah. They said Michael Walker, Dina Asher Smith is like me, born in England to Jamaican parents. Your entire family is Jamaican, so you can relate to them. South Korea said, please hit the like button and share too. Yep. I agree with the mod. Zay said, what would be Elaine's time if Shelly raced today? World record? That'd be a good question. I got a video that I'm going to come out with that one. And, oh, while we're at it, Shelly Ann Fraser Price, I told you, you guys got to give me this one. Give me the pat on the back for this one. I told you that Shelly Ann Fraser Price just wanted to be Elaine Thompson Hero. She's a gamer. That means I think I am just like Shelly Ann Fraser Price in this way. If I lose against somebody 2-3 times, if I lose twice, I'm going to keep going because I want to get the best 3 out of 2, right? But if I lose 3 or more, I just need 1 win and then I'm done playing them. I just need 1 win so I get the bragging rights and I'm done playing against them. This is what Shelly Ann Fraser Price did. She lost when at the that one meet when Elaine Thompson Hero ran the 10-7-1, surprised everybody on the quote-unquote slow track. Then she went to Tokyo and she lost against her when she slipped out of the blocks. Prefontaine she lost. That's 3 in a row. Then she came back in Lausanne, won, and then she said, oh, all right, I'm done. She said, I'm done. She doesn't need to do anything else. She said, I'm done. So now Elaine, and the reason why is because it's a psychological thing. I need that win over the other person so I can feel whole and that I know I can beat them the next time I match up to them in a video game or in real life or whatever it is. I need that psychological, okay, I can beat them. And then the other person is going to be like, dang, this person beat me. And they might be a little angry because they didn't come out and try to compete against you again. I've had people tell me that too. Oh, you don't want to do it again after you won? Oh, yeah, I'm won. I'm good. I'm the best. That's the same thing with Shelly Ann Fraser Price. I'm convinced. Now, They said, let me read these. They said Kambunji, DuPont, and Naida are all within 1/1000th of a second of each other. Yes. As far as the world record, I don't know. I'm not sure. That would be very interesting. I hope they can hold this form next year. That's what I do know. But it's obvious that Elaine Thompson-Herah, she's able to hold this form, right? She's able to hold this dominating form for a very long time. You know how many weeks this is? This is 3 weeks after the Olympics, or 3.5 weeks after the Olympics, right? So she's able to hold this form that long. They said Asher Smith is peaking at the wrong time. Oh, actually, the commentator said that they caught up with the person that's her athletic trainer and her therapist, or physical therapist, said that because of the injury, she was 3 weeks off from actually competing. And it's funny because this is a little bit more than what, like a month or so off and everything. So it was allowing her to peak now. And so we would have saw her do a little bit better, but she was 3 weeks behind on it. And then Tokyo happened. And so she just didn't have it together. I don't think it's her peaking at the wrong time. She got injured. That's what happened to her. They said Oliver, LOL, she came last. Why would I not do a mark on Oliver? Oliver is a great USA athlete. I mean, she's one of the top 3. She made the team. So I'm going to cover it just like in other countries. Yeah, sure. She came in, quote unquote, last. Actually, she didn't come in last. If you were watching the results, Talu came in last. She beat Natasha Morrison. Those are 2 people behind her. But she also is in the top spot for the USA. And on this channel, if you're in the top 10 for your country, or top 50 overall in the event, you are head and shoulders above the rest because it's hard. Yeah, in track and field, a lot of people got egos. They're like, you ain't top 3, we ain't paying attention to you. Not on this channel. We pay attention to people that's not there. They made it to the final. So Shelly didn't run because they couldn't afford her. I have my source. Yannick Edwards said she wanted more appearance fee. But yeah, let me go on to the next event here. Let's go on to the next event. Elaine says it's easier to break the 200 record. The Frank Wise said. Let's go on to the men's 100 final. Here we go. So, oh yeah, and congratulations to Elaine Thompson-Herah and the top 3 ladies and everybody that made the final. Here we go. William Reese of Sweden. Why do I keep saying Sweden? Gosh dang it. What comes out of my mouth? My mind says Switzerland and I say Sweden. Oh my goodness. I got to freaking slap myself for that one. Switzerland in 8th place. Reese of Switzerland. Vernon Norwood. Typically, we'll see you in the 400, right? He's here. He finished 7th in the 200. Isaac Makwala of Botswana. 6th. Josephus Lyles, the younger brother of Noah Lyles. 5th. Aaron Brown of Canada in 4th. And here, congratulations to the top 3. Very, very interesting. The dead legs or the tired legs from only about 45 minutes earlier, or was it an hour earlier, they did not perform. They looked tired and they faded very hard. They faded very hard in this 200. So we know that the rest is very crucial. They faded very, very hard in this 200. Fred Curley in 3rd and Andre DeGrasse in 2nd. And Kenny Bednarek, which actually he was close to Usain Bolt's world record. I mean, the 1966 to the 1907. I mean, there is nothing else he probably could have squeezed out. He would have had to have a personal best to even match that. But yeah, I mean, this would have been interesting. If they were fresh legs, we might have actually seen the 1966 go down. Because remember, I asked you guys yesterday, and even I was thinking maybe not. But with fresh legs and how they were performing, and still Andre DeGrasse with a 1972 with tired legs, I think he would have came by and likely would have gone sub 1966. I'm convinced of that. He probably would have got a new PR, if anything, or maybe got very close to his PR. But Kenny Bednarek, congratulations on that. They said no. They say the one is harder to break because of her. Go back and play the video again. Desmond said. But yeah. So Kenny Bednarek, congratulations to you in this one. let me look at this because I do have this leading up. So here it is from a side view. Benrick is in the lead. He's well in the lead, well away from everybody else. And quite frankly, the other guys had tired legs, and Benrick is not a slouch. He's a very good athlete with the 1968. Curly had a problem with beating him earlier in one of the races. So, I mean, hard to claw him back down. But DeGrasse being just 2/100ths of a second behind him tells me that if they had just a little bit more rest time, Benrick might have been beat, at least by DeGrasse. That's what that tells me. But here he is, because that was the front view. And then here he is celebrating with the $30,000 Diamond League trophy and the win. The Francois said it would have been a big L if Kenny lost to the tired legs of Curly and DeGrasse. Yeah, I agree. Most of the world don't know who Shelly Ann is, Michael Walker said. But Shelly ain't getting Bolt type appearance money. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I don't think she would. And that's what I'm trying to say to people, that the 100 men or the men's events are just more popular than the women. I mean, they're going to be able to command more of an appearance. Plus, she's not the same entertainer. She's kind of like Faith Kipyegon. They smile and they light up a crowd. That's kind of what it is. But yeah, let me see. Delia said, Michael Walker, Usain left a message to all the Jamaican athletes after the Olympics to know their worth. Yeah, and he also said that they need to be more of a personality because a lot of track and field athletes are boring. He said that plenty of times as well. They said the Francois said DeGrasse is on fire. Yes, he is. He is on fire. Now, here we got one more event. The women's 200. The women's 200 meter dash. And give me about 30 seconds. I got a knock on this door. It's probably room service. Hold on just a second. I'm going to leave this on the screen, but give me about 30 seconds. All right, I am back. I am back. Thank you guys for your patience. No, here we go, covering the women's 200 meter dash here. And shout out to everybody that has contributed to PayPal, Cash App, and everything. I just see it. Daryl Richardson, shout out to you for contributing via the Cash App, as well as Camellia. Thank you for always coming out on this one. You be holding the whole fort down because you be coming out every time I do a live stream. I wonder the day where you don't come out. I'm gonna be like, wait a minute, where's Camellia at? So thank you all for contributing and helping support the show. Without further ado, in 8th place we got Merigi from the Netherlands. In 7th, Desiree Bryant of the USA. Beth Dobbin of Great Britain in 6th. Daryl Naida of Great Britain in 5th. Congratulations to a personal best. She just broke 23 seconds for the first time. So congratulations to you. So she's been looking pretty good this year. And here she is. She comes away with a personal best. So that's pretty good. I always got to shout out, like I said, when people come away with personal best. Wait a minute. Huh? Okay. They said Europe and Africa knows who Shelly is. USA, no. But yeah, so in 4th place, Mujinga Kambunji of Switzerland. Oh my goodness. Even with me saying it slow, I almost want to say Sweden. Man, guys, every time I say Sweden, I'm going to take $100 out of $1,000, matter of fact. And I'm going to put it up. If I say Sweden again, Guys, I want y'all to listen to this. If I say Sweden instead of Switzerland again, I'm going to take $1,000, and that's going to be the next prize for a raffle for you guys. All right? Every single time I do it, I'm going to pay out $1,000. Oh, my investment is doing pretty good. It's even higher than it was earlier. So, but yeah, I'm going to take $1,000. I want you guys to hear that, okay? I want y'all to hold me to it. If I say that again, it's only going to apply for this next month. So for the month of September of 2021, this is when it's applying. If I say Sweden instead of Switzerland. So I'm just going to try to avoid it, actually. So, but anyway, so Mujinka Kambuji of Switzerland in fourth. Congratulations to the top 3 ladies. Congratulations to the top 3. So Dina Asher Smith, she over here putting in work, right? So she got a silver in the 100 earlier, and then she came back an hour or so later, right? 30 minutes to an hour later. I think 45 minutes to an hour later. And then she got third for Great Britain in the 200. Congratulations. Then we got Sharika Jackson, Action Jackson. Oh my goodness. Dropping phones and everything. Action Jackson, congratulations on a personal best. She beat her personal best by 1/100th of a second, but still 21.81. Congratulations on that personal best. I think she could have gone faster. And then we got Christine Boma of Namibia, world U20 record, the world under 20 record, and obviously an Africa record. So congratulations to Christine for taking that. So that is great. That means Adi's record of 21.66 stays. They are a long way away from that. They're going to take a lot more work in order to reach that. But hey, will it go down one day at the meet? We'll see. Now, here's Mboma celebrating after, obviously, the 21.78 World U20 record. Obviously, that means it's a personal best. It's an Africa record. Well, let's see. Y'all talking about Shelly Ann Fraser Price. They sell whoop. Then I hope you I hope you keep making the mistake, Head and Shoulders, LOL, buddy. Hey, look, I know, right? Y'all want me to make the mistake. Just like it was something else. I was like, man, no offense to y'all, but I want this person to lose. Like, hey, look, in my defense, I ain't finna make that mistake again. That's why I'm making that bet. I make bets so hard for myself that I don't want to lose them. So that's what type of person I am. I'm going to make a bet so I don't lose again. But hold me to it for the month of September. If I say it one more time and switch up Sweden and Switzerland, I'm paying out $1,000 in a raffle. So I might split it up and say, here's the winner gets 700, second gets 200 or something like that, and last gets, because I do it with 3 people. But still, I'm giving out a total of $1,000 every time I say it. Here's the side shot now, right? Here's the side shot right here. Boma and Sharika Jackson. I am convinced that Jackson thought she won, and then she realized at the last minute, because she was literally not looking on the inside at all. She just looked slightly to her outside. I wish I would have caught the frontwards view, but I don't have that shot here. But she was looking to her outside, not her inside. And maybe she just didn't want to look on the inside because she thought she would be trapped up in Boma coming up on her. Maybe she didn't want to get trapped up in one of those. That's kind of crazy. So let me see. They said Marlene Adi deserves some respect. LOL. She's still running in her 50s. Actually, she retired. She retired already. But yeah, she ran until she was about 53 years old. I think we covered that on the previous video. And yeah, she's done a lot of great things. They said most sub 22 200 in a season. Adi 7, Flojo 6, Christine 5 and counting because she's running next week. Oh wow, that's crazy. Shelly and Elaine make a 60K plus a meet. Lord, why am I not faster? The Frequad said, oh, the Frequad, what do you run? They said Mboma's only half man, but she still shouldn't be in a woman's race. Pro use services limited, man. Look, let's just not. But Serena Williams makes $27 million in endorsements. Osaka gets 50 million. Bigger star. Michael Walker. Well, we comparing it to track to track, man. We comparing it track to track. I'm trying to be nice to Pro U Services because he won our raffle recently. But yeah, I do usually be trying to say call in with what you say or you're gonna be banned. The reason why Afro Buddy got the immediate like you need to call in right now is because every single time we come in, he has nothing but negative to say. And then also Pro U Services ain't going that hard. So I'm giving him a little bit of grace here. But yeah, I'm not going to just ban him. I will ask you to call in though. But right now, because he ain't going super hard on her, cool. But because there is some question about the whole athlete a little bit. But yeah, I don't question this right now. And Boma is coming through. And if they ban her, I'm gonna be a little bit upset unless we have complete concrete evidence. And if we don't have the evidence, then I'm going to be upset. But otherwise, anyway, let's see. They said Japanese market. The athletes don't make fee requests. The agents that do that part and where they run damaged her legacy when she switched her nationality. You thought they ran for prize money? LOL. Appearance fee is much more. Yannick Edwards said. Why was Massolini Beatrice not in the race? Oh, that's another thing I want to cover. Okay. That's another thing why I want to cover. Did you know that Beth Dobbin was the replacement? So this was hilarious to me. That means this meet had actually asked other athletes to come out and that wouldn't have run originally. They got bench players, basically. They got bench athletes like, yo, I need you to warm up just in case. Or maybe it was a last minute call or something like that. But Massolini apparently just didn't want to run. Here we go again. Here comes that porno freaking spam thing. So, goodbye. I don't know what is going on. I hate when those profiles just come out in this freaking chat. Within 2 years, Boma will be unbeatable at the 200. We will see. They said Beatrice has the flu. Sharika Jackson has a habit of not being aware of her surroundings. Shaking my head. Okay, now I can say it. Okay, Sharika Jackson kind of is like Spacey. Don't y'all notice that? Sharika Jackson be coming out, and if you type in Sharika Jackson on Google, right? You go to the images. And when I'm looking for images here, most of the images they got of Sharika Jackson is her looking goofy. I'm like, wait a minute. It's a higher amount that they be having. And when you look at her when she's out there on the track, she do be kind of spaced out a little bit. And I think that's just how she is. There's nothing bad about it. Like, I love myself an airhead because I'll be an airhead myself sometimes, actually. But, like, she be spacey. And it's actually kind of entertaining. To me, it's entertaining. Now, if I was her coach and she wasn't paying attention, I will be livid. I'm over here like, you're Jackson, and I'm pulling out my hair and everything. But as somebody on the outside, now I was very angry. I got literally my back was hurting angry when Jackson did not make it through in the 200. Same thing when the U.S. Was doing this, right? Like, I'm like, what? You didn't get out because you had a bad race. You got out because you underestimated your performers. Did I win a raffle that I didn't know about? Yes, you did. I put it as, man, do you guys pay attention to my post? Go to the community post. I got the list. You guys have until this Sunday to do that. But go down to the community post and you actually won a raffle and some money. But hey, I shouldn't have said anything because I could keep more money in my pocket. But yeah, Sharika Jackson, she be coming up with some of the funniest faces, I swear. Like, they said, I was not expecting Jackson to run her personal best and come in second. Christine had another gear today. They say I knew appearance money was more than prize money, but not that big. Congrats to them. They are stacking. The Frank Y said, look, this is what I would do. All right, now we in overtime. We finished everything. Thank you all for coming out that who did. But look, this is what I would do. I would do exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm out here. I would stack my money in these crypto investments. Maybe I wouldn't trade or something like that. I'll come out here and stack them in some crypto investments. I'll come out here and look at this, look at Bitcoin, and do all of these things in the background, right? I would come out here and do that. That's what I would do. If I had their money, comparatively, you're not getting paid that much, right? So if I'm getting paid $30,000, whatever I don't need to pay in taxes, my agent, my manager, my food, my training, well, actually, I'm probably paying that from all the other Diamond League wins to get to this spot or the placing. But the $30,000, I probably would sell the diamond trophy, actually. If I get 2 of them, I'm selling 1 at least. I'm not keeping all of them. I'm just going to take a picture. I'm going to get a replica of it, a plastic one, right? I'm going to get a plastic diamond. I'm going to put it up, and I'm going to sell the other one, and then I'm going to take that stuff and put it into investments. Because my goal is to be a billionaire personally. So I will use everything I can to make sure that I get to that spot. That's what I would do if I were them. And I hope that they're stacking. I hope that they got investments. I hope that they're running different businesses. I think Shelly Ann Fraser Price has a business or something like that. Allison Felix obviously has partnered with a company, athletic, at whatever. I'm not going to say, they didn't sponsor me. So the athlete company, right, to do a shoe brand, and all of this other good stuff. I love seeing when I see athletes that do well and that have great personalities come out there and they do what is needed. They do what needs to work, and they stack up. Because so many people come out and then they just blow their money, particularly in the NBA and NFL, and particularly the guys. They blow their money. They put their seed inside of a woman that's just there to just steal them. And that should be a crime. That's fraud. They come out there, and even some of them come out and say, yeah, we're going to, it's so easy. Just whisper in a NBA player's ear. They go in raw, whatever, and then they blow their freaking money and their legacies off on some freaking 2-bit chick that's out there. Or they blow it off on their friends because they say, we got to set them up or whatever. Hey, look, you got to earn respect around me, not just get that stuff that's there. Now, from the woman's perspective, hey, that's a come up. Hey, you know what? They just doing what they should be doing, right? You see the guy that's there doing his work. Now, they shouldn't be frauding them. I'd rather the woman go out there, look for a quality man, and then whatever. But they also know that the NBA players are mainly just using them, if anything, right? But they need to be stacking up their freaking money. Let me see. Daryl Richardson said, I made a lot on VeChain ATR. Hey, look, if I were to... Look, on VeChain is a huge holding of mine, right? VeChain is a huge holding of mine. And I would just tell you that that's great that you got VeChain. Not financial advice, by the way, because I'm not a financial advisor. I got to say that to cover myself. I don't know why. But the SEC might try to knock on my door. They might be listening. One of them might be a track and field fan. And they're like, wait a minute. Guys, get the FBI on them. So I got to just make sure. But they said they mentioned Shelly Ann has a salon. Oh, really? Nice. Yo, Insaduda Roy, thank you for that cash out before. You were telling me, I saw it so much later. I'm glad I finally see you in the chat. You said you were like banned or something like that from the chat. I don't know what happened that stream, but there's a lot of people that keep I don't know. They keep reporting the streams. They shut us down earlier. We had to do a second one, and whatever it is, I'm glad you guys are coming out and supporting in every way that you can, because they be out here. I straight hate watching and just flaming and flame broiling us. But since this is overtime, I'm going to show you guys something here. If you will, I want to bring it up on the screen because I think it's something at least important for us to keep in mind. But yeah, I hope that they have their, they said, the Frank Y said, I hate that culture of athletes, quote unquote, looking after people and knocking up random chicks only to end up broke. Yeah, exactly. Look, I'm the one that worked hard. I understand you gave birth to me and everything, but yeah, what we're gonna have to do is, if you are not helping in some way, like, hey, we can help you with money. Just like if I'm an adult, I gotta do on my own. If I ask my parents for stuff as an adult, like my job, if I become a billionaire, or if I'm not a billionaire, if I'm only just millions of dollars, right? If I only got tens of thousands of dollars, I'm gonna leave something for, if I do have children, I'm gonna leave something for them. They should not be turning around to have to take care of me. If I didn't do my job to take care of them, I don't know. And then also, I'm not going to go out there and hoe around and just leave everything out there. Oh, yes, it feels better to be unprotected. Oh, wow, that's nice. That's nice. For a couple of minutes for some of these guys, and a couple of maybe hour or two or something, whatever that is, they doing all of that, and they blow their freaking money on these random chicks. And that's really, really just sad. That's really sad. And I really don't feel sorry for some of them. I get more angry and just be like, wow. And then we don't even have to talk about the people that just marry people just to divorce them out of their money. That's a whole something else. But I understand this ain't going to be a popular topic that we covering right here. Y'all just here for the sports and stuff. That's why we in overtime. That's why I said we in overtime. So for the people that are here for overtime, y'all out here, thank y'all for coming out and supporting, right? Okay, here. This is something here of part of the portfolio. Why is that doing that? I did not want to click that at all. I wanted to click this. So here's part of the portfolio. You see Ethereum, BNB, BTC, VeChain, and then something called KIN. And you see it's not really that much in there. But yeah, this is just one of the portfolios. I got a secondary one for the people that, oh shoot, I just sliced the hole in my hand. Well, yeah, so you can see this is what I hold, and I hold much more than something like this. So I can fund a track and field league myself, but I'm not going to fund a track and field league myself because that's going to take my money. And I would be dumb to fund a track and field league myself. Now, I might fund it partially on behalf of somebody else. That's the only good business decision that you do. But I will fund it partially on other things. But here are part of the investments here. Like I said, not financial advice. This only represents a portion of what I have. But yeah, I back up all of this stuff. All this stuff is verified on blockchain, whatever, and everything like that. Not just on the portfolio tracker here and whatnot. So if you guys are looking to improve, just like the athletes are, if you're an athlete out there, definitely as you're making your money or you're working your job, don't forget to put your money in investments. Make sure that you are taken care of first before you try to go out to investments, because a lot of people try to go out there and then they blow it. But if you are taken care of, then you can start slowly stacking up money in assets like these. You can go into cryptocurrencies. You can go into the digital version of the US dollar where you can get a higher interest rate than a bank account. So that's just something to keep in mind there. I understand this is not everybody's cup of tea, but that's perfectly fine. But when it comes down to it, I just wanted to share that with you guys here. Like, because I said this channel is more than just about athletics and whatnot. It's a general sports channel. I mainly cover athletics, but I do have some gymnastics and other stuff that I cover here every once in a while. Basketball, soccer, and things of that nature. So, and then I do talk about investments. Like I had a video about cryptocurrency, but I made it private because I was talking about those things. This portion of the video, I might actually have to cut out because I started talking about these investments as well. So that might not be something that y'all a fan of, but hey, there you go. I wanted to say that. But anyway, I'm glad that you guys came out. Is there anything else that you guys want to talk about? That's why I said I do appreciate you guys supporting the channel here. If there's nothing else that you guys want to particularly talk about, then I think we're good, because it's been about 2 hours on this version of the stream, and then it was maybe 30 minutes on the other one. And they're saying my stream, the quality is going down. I guess I started talking about investments, and then they said, yep, pull the string. So what I do have coming up is that, while you guys are still here, aside from the investments, Let's talk about the competitions that are coming up. So there are still ones. Now, that was the Diamond League finals, right? That was the finals of the Diamond League. There are still other competitions going on right now. So we still have the World Athletics Continental Tour, right? And so the next race, it says that's in Berlin, Germany on September 12th. Let's see if Damon Hughes said, I'm interested in learning more about those investments. Oh, for the people that are interested in that, does anyone offer crypto derivatives? Oh, let me finish my thought here, and then I'll get back to you guys in just a second. So let me see something here. I think Shelly Ann Fraser Price, if y'all go to here, I'm going to cover these because she says she has at least one more race coming up. Then we got Boma coming out to compete again. Obviously, Michael Norman and everybody else. So there are still more races to go. But yeah, so when it comes to, let me see, the last race it looks like is September 18th. Oh, the Kepkano Classic. Oh my goodness. The Kepkano Classic. I definitely got to cover that one. That's over there in Kenya, Nairobi. The Kepkano Classic is very, very big. It's a very, very big meet. So I'm definitely going to cover that. That's September 18th. And those are the end ones. Then obviously that's preparing for indoor track. I probably got enough time to make a video on Adi and other people that should get highlighted. But as far as the investment, since you guys were asking about that as well. So here, I can drop this. So you got two options here. Because there were some people that asked about that too. They said people are accusing Boma of sandbagging. Not my opinion. No. You got two options here. You could either come through as far as, let me put this up here. Actually, let me check something here to see how some of these other trades. Yeah, so there are, well, this is what I told people about Harmony. This thing popped up. Just what I thought. Way back in July, that is about 7x higher than where it was in July. Or no, 4x higher than it was in July. So anyway, if you're wondering about the investments, definitely join the Discord and then message me on there. Because I have a Telegram group where I give a discount for the people that are here as part of the followers here on here. Because I got an academy and everything like that. But I give a discount to everybody that is the subscriber to Head and Shoulders ATR. Otherwise, you can be a Patreon member. It's the second tier on Patreon. That's in the description here. So I'm going to drop the Patreon link and you can join the second tier. Now, that's going to be a little bit less intensive talking about the investments than the other group is. But I give you a massive discount if you're coming from Head and Shoulders. The Patreon is cheaper. Which I'm dropping the link now. You're going to see that later. But if you join the Telegram there, you're going to see my name there, and I'm going to drop the Telegram group here. Right? If interested in crypto, join the Discord and DM me. That's what I'm going to say. And so that's the Discord. And then we can talk about that. Because I actually got to ask you questions on it. If you're a straight beginner, then you join the Patreon. And then it's the second tier. I think it's like $50 a month. And then you can do that. And then I have beginner videos that I'll be posting up on there. Otherwise, and that support's there. Let me see. Where's the Discord link? Oh, I don't have the Discord link here. Wow. Oh. Here it is. Here's the Discord community here. But otherwise, thank you guys for coming up. Yeah. They said, okay, thanks for sharing. Yeah, no problem. Otherwise, I'll have videos every once in a while talking about cryptocurrencies and everything. Right? I'll have that. But, and I also have it. And if you need to verify who I am, I have my proof of trades from December 2020. I have over 6,000 trades that I can share with you, right? I've made over 360 Bitcoin profit since December of 2020. So I'm not a slouch when it comes to any of those things when it comes to investing. And I definitely have proof of everything that I do because I like to have it verified. Anybody can say anything on the internet. That's why if you guys follow this channel long enough, I say prove it. Every time somebody makes a claim, I'm like, okay, prove it. If we don't have enough evidence at that point, I'm just like, whatever. I don't got enough evidence to prove that the DSD athletes have whatever advantage they're talking about. So I just am taking it as it is. At the moment we do, then I'll start to say something, right? That's why I'm doing research on my own. But yeah, if you guys are interested in any of that, whether it's the beginner or intermediate ones, because I take you from beginner to advanced level, actually, I say most people should not trade. Most people should not trade because they lose money. But yes, we have more events to go to. We got the Cabo Classic on the 18th. Let me see. Is there another gold tour? Oh, the Memorial right here. This is in Croatia. It's a gold tour one. So that's probably a big one where Shelly Ann Fraser-Price is. But I can't see. She's either in that one or the Cabo Classic. I would say it's probably more likely in Europe than it is in Africa. And those are the next two that are going on. And then probably some random small meets that are not hosted by World Athletics. But, we'll say. But yeah, I'm just trying to make a humble living. Trying to make a humble living here. And do what I can. I would like to be a billionaire because I'm trying to do some plans in improving different places in Africa. Particularly Nigeria, Ghana, and things and investments there to try to build some infrastructure. So that's what I'm going to do. I will not announce when I do it, but I am announcing some of what my plan is to do, but I will not announce when I do it. But you probably will know it's me when you start seeing somebody, hey, wait a minute, what is this? Even if you don't know who I am or my identity, you will find out eventually from some of the stuff that will happen, at least in those two countries. But yeah, that's the reason why I want the money. Otherwise, it's just, I don't really care for it. And life extension technology. I want to see how long we can live naturally here. Obviously, we all got to pass away and die. But thank you guys for coming out. You guys been with us, with me for 2 hours and 5 minutes. Like I said, thank you all that have contributed via Cash App and everything. Even with the amount of money that I have, this does help, like I said, because I did not think that people would come here and really, I have an audience. I really made the YouTube channel for myself, so I'm surprised. My next step is to get to 10,000 subscribers. After that, really, I want to try to make it as probably one of the biggest track and field coverage channels that we got. Or sports channels, really, because I do cover more than track and field, although that's probably going to be the de facto. But I want to be the biggest one that we have, and we're the fastest growing right now. So, yeah. Well, yeah, I guess you could just take a calculator. Well, yeah, you could take a calculator right here. Let's do it on screen. Big number calculator. And we'll just do it here. We'll take 360, and this was just a profit. What the heck is the price of Bitcoin right now? 46,000. So we're just going to say 46,000. We're going to round it down instead of 46.6. Times 46. And this is how much profit I made in US dollars. 16.5 million US dollars. Not including my whole portfolio and everything. So yeah, most of the money that I've made myself is through cryptocurrencies. I was homeless at one point, lost $500,000. That was pretty much all of my usable money back in January 2019. And then I traded myself back up, and I had holdings that I forgot about. Particularly one was in Dogecoin. Another one was in Binance token or Binance Coin and everything like that. And I'm like, man, I got that at 80 cents. And Binance Coin is over here sitting at $400 or $500. So I'm like, I ain't selling until it gets to 800. And then I might not sell the whole thing. I might sell part of the bag. But yeah, I have a nickname for my crypto trading. And I used to have it on YouTube. I used to post up my stuff on YouTube, and then people targeted me. And because it's a lot of fake YouTubers that come out here and everything. Right. Oh, yeah, I am straight for life. Scone 100. Yeah, I'm straight for life. Yeah, I'm definitely. But That's why I said I appreciate everybody contributing to this, because even if I have that, this still grows this channel. I keep everything separate. Like I live on like almost next to nothing. I pay for, here's the thing. I'm gonna break down what I do for myself financially. All right. Not financial advice to anybody else. This is what I do for myself. Like I said, this is overtime. So I guess we're now off topic. Maybe I should make a separate chat for this or whatever. But for the people that are here, thank you for guys for coming out. I understand. I don't want to hold you. We're no longer talking about anything related to track. If that's what you're here for, I'll see you later. But here's something I'm about to talk about myself. So what I do for me is that I pay for this hotel, and people always ask me, why don't you just stay in somewhere else? Well, I found it better that I can go into a hotel and then I can up and leave. So the hotel, for instance, I might pay, depending on where it is. I don't want to stay in the more expensive ones. I just stay in a regular one, not a very cheap one. But let's just say it's anywhere from $1,800 a month to maybe $2,700 a month. So let's just round it up to $3,000. So I pay $2,000 to $3,000 a month for being in a hotel. All right. They take care of room service and all of that good stuff. Obviously, I think it would be 50% or more cheaper to stay in just a place. But I love to travel. So $2,000 to $3,000 a month for a hotel. Outside of that, if it wasn't for the hotel and me loving to travel, I would try as best I can to live on $1,500 a month or lower. So aside from that cost of living, everything else, I keep it to that $1,500 a month or lower. That's what in the US, right? So they said poverty wages is $12,400 a year. I think I'm double that if I were to say myself, right? So that's how I try to keep it through. I don't know if anybody else does their thing like that, but I try to keep my stuff at a minimum. Now, I buy a high-end computer here and there. I'll do something else like that, but I rarely try to spend any money. Why? Because I'm trying to become a billionaire. That's why I can do what I do, and I don't have to worry about the YouTube channel or anything like that. It does help when you guys do the donations, but for instance, something like this, right? Actually, I'll just say here. Where is it at? It's not here. Well, something like this. I had this, if it's even marked out on the chart. Let me take all of this off on the background. I can even say here. So about 2 days ago, I was down. I can even point it out on the chart. Here it is right here on September 7th. I was down $400,000 on the trade. Then I winded up coming out with overall $250,000 in profit. And this was a trade. This wasn't like a hold investment. This was a trade. So this is me fluctuating between entering and exiting. A lot of people, there were $27 billion worth of people got liquidated on this day because these whales, they said, yo, we about to dump the market a lot. Bitcoin went from 52,000 all the way down to 42,000. This was 2 days ago. Now me, I'm like, yo, I didn't feel any of this. I didn't feel any of it because I'm over here. I say, take your profits, get out, whatever. But I also told people that were in my, let me see, it's here. So you can see all of this stuff is done in the background, right? I was like, yo, this is in a bull flag. It's getting ready to break out. I said it's going to bounce on the bottom of here, most likely. I took a break from my academy on July 28th or something like that. So right around here, I said, look, it's probably going to come down here, but we're probably safe. You can have your stop loss if you want to get early, or you can just buy it when it retests over here, but you're not going to get the same return. Then I have a target. Did I put out the target? Yeah, here's the target. My targets are always in light blue. So you guys know I'm already here. But this is what I did way before, right? This was back in July. All of the things that I do here, that's how I take care of myself. I can survive just based on my trading, survive based on those things. But I pretend like I have no money. Absolutely nothing aside from paying for the hotel. Even people that are around, they was like, oh, I don't really believe it. And then they called me one time trading on my phone and they were like, oh, wow, that's a lot of money. Well, that's why I didn't want them to know me personally to have that. But they think I'm walking around like broke because I'm wearing my clothes from 2012 and everything. They said, please tell me you are well diversified. Are you asking that question? Yeah, I'm diversified in crypto. That's where the most of the money is. I go where the money is. If the money was not in crypto, I wouldn't be in crypto. If it was in real estate, I would be there. Here's another thing that I have done. I could tell y'all something here. So with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has never had, let me take all of these things off. So Bitcoin has never had more than 6 months where it was green. So I did myself a short at about 60,000. First, it was a little bit lower. Then when it came back up, I literally averaged it around 60.5K. And I was sweating, but my stop loss was 73,000. So I was willing to put a lot of money at line. I closed at about 30.5K when it came down here. I closed a little bit early. I was like, oh, yes, it came down. I could have closed right here. I didn't. I closed when it was 30 something. I bought back in at 33,000 because I was like, oh, the low is going to be here. No matter what they say about Usain Bolt. And I got all of this for you guys that are here listening to it. I have everything time-stamped, verified of what I've done. So and you guys should know me for following this YouTube channel here. I don't just say stuff. I back up and I prove the things that I can do. And so if you guys are looking to improve anything that you're doing, you just got to learn market cycles. You got to learn a market cycle. It's a 4-year market cycle with Bitcoin, not due to the halving, not due to anything like that, but because the market cycles operate that way. The US dollar operates in a 4-year market cycle. It's nothing unique to Bitcoin. People, the marketing tells you, oh, Bitcoin's so different. No, it operates exactly like technology stocks. The NASDAQ, it operates just like that. It's the same thing with the 2000s or 1997 to 2000. Just like that. It's no different except it's faster and we have bots today. Whereas back then, we didn't have bots introduced to the market until 2004. So now, therefore, the market just goes faster because bots will do the same thing. They're programmed to operate like humans, but they just do what the humans would do, but faster. That's why I love shorting, because it goes quick and fast and in a hurry. And then it takes hours and hours and hours and days and days and days to build up. Look at how many days it took right here. Let's just go to where it was here. So it took us 30 days, technically 31 days, to build up from 42,000 something all the way up to basically 53,000. And it took a matter of literally 90 minutes and it dumped the entire market. If you are good and you're able to time those things, that's something. Gary said, did you play around with stocks before crypto? Yeah, I did that since I was like 16. I didn't have a lot of money because my family was broke as a joke. And I was broke as a joke. I was even more broke than my family. Been homeless twice. The second time was because I had all of my usable money in crypto in one exchange and it got hacked. Basically, I think they exit scammed us. But yeah, all of that stuff. And then I traded it back up. But yes, I was in stocks since I was 16. Yeah. So I was in there quite a few years. Let's just say over a decade. I don't want to say my exact age here. But y'all should be able to guess my age anyway. But let's just say I was in it for over a decade doing like small stuff. I was in the marijuana stocks before most people were. So I invested in like 20 something companies and only 4 of them really made me money. One of them I put most of my money in and it turns out it was a Russian scammer guy that was in 2 different companies that I invested in. And he was running both of them and the SEC closed them down. I'm like, dang, what the heck? So I pulled away some of my money and it made me a profit. But it didn't do anything like crypto did. So they said, are you going to get the COVID jab? No, I'm not. That's probably why I'm not have not traveled yet. I'm supposed to be going out of the country and I would not. And if they don't want to let me in unless I get the jab, then I'm just gonna stay out the country. That's fine. I would be okay with living outside the USA. I eventually would like to live in somewhere like Nigeria, Tanzania, Ethiopia, somewhere else. Probably somewhere in Africa. Like literally somewhere in Africa or somewhere in South America. Those are the 2 areas where I think I would probably stay. Lisa Blackman said, more broke than your family. Yes, I was more broke than my family, and my family is broke. Broke. With so many K's. Capital BROKE. And the ones that ain't broke, they pretended like they broke. All right. I even one of my family members found out that I had some money by accident. It was my mistake. And I'm like, dang it. But everybody with my family at least respects. We ain't asking each other for money or begging or anything like that. Now, it might be different if I become a billionaire or something. But we all worked on our own. We all did our thing. And if you need money, it's like a loan. We do it like a business or something like that. Damon said, so you're saying crypto is the real deal in making profit? Oh, yeah, it is. Now, a lot of people, like I said, let me emphasize this. In my opinion, most people should not trade. And I'm talking about day trading. If you want to do anything, you can swing trade. A swing trade means, all right, it's any trade that lasts 3 days to up to 6 months. Or it could be a short-term investment of over 6 months, but under 3 years. That way, you can go in and you put your money in. You have a target. Let's give an example of this. I made 100 times my return on investment. I actually forgot I had this asset in 1 year, literally almost 1 year to the day that I bought it. I think it was, hold on, I got to see which, nope, it was here, March 24th. So I bought this on March 24th of 2020 because it wasn't the second one. I always remember when I look. Where is March? September, October, March. Here we go. April. Boom. Here we go. March 24th of 2020. And I made 100 times return on investment. Here's March 24th. And we're just going to have to get close enough because the numbers can't match up perfectly. But essentially, I sold. I was like, dang, was I the one? Because I had a big bag. And I'm like, was I the one that dumped the market? Because it's like when I sold here, it get reversed and went down. And then it tried to come up again. And then it just kept going down. And I'm like, this dumped the whole month before the rest of the market. And I do a joke with myself. But here you go. This is 100 times return on investment. I sold somewhere around here, right? And anything that's 10,000 times return, that's 100x, right? Or 11,000. But yeah. So I forgot. I actually would have sold it off completely when I got 10x, which would have been right here. But my normal strategy is that if you go 2 to 4 times return on your profit, you take your original investment out of your swing trade. That means no matter what, and if you want to take original investment plus $1, that means you will always be in profit even when it goes to zero. If you invested $1,000, for example, when this thing was like 0.004 and then it went up to 0.012, so 1.2 cents in an American metric system, then that means that was a 3 times return on investment. You will have you will have $4,000 total, but you would have $3,000 profit, right? So you would take out 1,000 and leave the other 3 in there. So if it goes down, if it goes up, if it whatever, you got your original money out. You can stop sweating. Like some people, they look here every day. Oh my goodness, what is going on? What is going on? Oh, the price is going down. I'm like, bruh, I'm good. Like, bruh, I'm good. I literally sold this at 100 times return on investment. And guess what? I sold everything right here because I forgot. I did that. What did I do? Oh, I shifted this over into another asset, which was KIN. At that time, and you can see it on this chart, this thing went like another 3 or 4 times when I had sold it because that was March 24th. Here it is. It pumped up, went down. I'm like, oh, shoot, I got trapped. But it went back to my entry. Then it came back up here. This was another 3 or 4 times or whatever, or 80% actually. No, 3, 4 times. I sold part of it at 80% and then the other one. But I remember I made about 2 times return on 100 times I had already made. And then when this dropped 60%, I got back in. But I only got back in when it looked like it was going to turn around because I'm not over here being a dummy or something like that to come in and come after. I waited until this July. I don't care about getting perfect bottom because this could have looked like the bottom. This could have looked like the bottom. I waited. Once I'm out, I'm out. Then this could have looked like the bottom, which it was the lowest price. And then it came back and retested, formed part of a W. That's good. And then you just go up. But as you see, it's a bull flag. I noticed that this was going through on the weekly. I did it on the weekly because as you can see, this chart doesn't perfectly match up. These wicks, I don't count these. I don't look at those. But yeah, it's here. And then guess what? From when I entered, which was a couple of days after it bounced, here it is. Let's see. You can tell now I am up 186%. So that's basically saying almost 3 times return on my investment, right? From going up 100, then going up 2 after that. So that's 200 times. Then coming here, that's another. Now that's 200 times 2, which would be 400 times. But I actually didn't put the full amount. What I winded up doing is I took half of my profits and then I rotated it to something else. So technically that 100x I made right here is re-entered here. So now it's about almost 200 times. And it's equaling basically the price that I got out at originally. Funny. Let me read the comment. It says, Pro-U services. What if they block people access to crypto unless they get the jab? Better to invest in physical precious metals. If they block people, it's impossible. They have to turn off the internet. How are they going to block people out? Oh my goodness, one of my fish is trying to eat up one of my snails. What the heck? How are they going to block people out? Let me just ask you this. Like I just said the other day on the stream, Google right now is trying to implement the Chinese. Well, let me not call it the Chinese because it's literally just general. It's the social credit system, right? Get the heck out of here. Here come that freaking spam thing again. They're trying to do it where if you say the wrong thing, you do the wrong thing. If they block me on YouTube for my thoughts, or you, or anybody else, if you get banned. Remember Alex Jones? I didn't like that he got banned, even though I don't agree with him. As an extreme right winger. I don't agree with the extreme left. I don't agree with the extreme right. I think a lot of these people are contradictory, whatever, like right that. But a lot of people were saying, yeah, I'm like, anything that they do to him or anybody else, they'll do to you. I don't like that he got banned. Guess what? They banned his iTunes. They banned him in his bank account. They banned him in a lot of things at once. Google said that they are willing to do that to other people. That means that a bank has to agree to that as well. So that means if Google said it and they said they're going to do it, that means a bank is going to put you on a blacklist and then you're going to be banned there. So that's the least of your worries right now, actually, because they can ban you from other things. And then plus, you can always trade crypto without having to go through the regular means. How do you think people are trading crypto now? You don't have to go through Coinbase. You could go to a direct person or anything like that. So that's some of the things that are there. Apparently, people didn't like that I said I didn't like that Alex Jones got banned. I lost literally 30 people in this stream. Wow. I'm like, wow. I even said I don't even agree with them. But that's what somebody else called me, a Trumper or something like that too, because I brought them up. People hear what they want to hear. But anyway, with that being said, I guess that is my favorite phrase. That's all there is. So if you guys are interested in learning anything about that, you could either join the Patreon on 2nd tier or higher, or you could actually join the Discord and talk to me personally, or join the Telegram. You'll see that the prices there, that's probably going to be way out of some people's league here. So you're getting a discount with being as part of the subscriber here from the Head and Shoulders ATR stream. And yeah, the way I look at it, if I take time with other people, obviously I think it's fair to charge somebody. So that's what I do. Even with everything I do. If Warren Buffett can charge somebody, $40 million to have lunch with them, I think I'm fine. I'm like, man, I want to work up to that one day. But anybody else have any other questions? Because if not, then, but when you cash out, aren't you taxed like crazy? Oh, that's what Delia said. You got to look at your local taxes if you do. Like I said, I ain't been cashing out. I do my other stuff. I don't have to cash out or anything. And then plus, it really doesn't matter. If you make enough money, like I think the taxes are too high in general. All the governments can create their own currency out of thin air anyway. So they don't really need to tax at all. They don't need to tax at all. It's a pretty dumb system, except for a punishment system. Taxes could be used for punishment to deter people, but you don't need to tax anybody. Like, they've proven it time and time again. With these lockdowns, they just printed currency out of thin air at higher rates than they normally did. That proves to you, or it should prove to you, that they can do it. Even the Federal Reserve chair or whatever, they said that they would do it and everything like that. So, yeah. So, it is very, very, very interesting. But do you guys have any questions? Actually, let me put it here so it's not a delay. Let me ask you this. Any other questions, guys? Because if not, I am going to go. But anyway, for you guys that are interested in it, like I said, join the Discord. And then I have the exact same name on there, and DM me. And then ask me questions about that. So, Jay Spliff, I answered your question earlier. I said I'm in crypto. What is the obsession with people having to be in other assets other than cryptocurrency? I don't think there is any need to go into anything, because cryptocurrency can be a market in and of itself. Here we go. I will prove it to you on the screen. Let me do this. All right. Now, you see all of these things going up or whatever. These just happen to be the derivatives. Somebody asked if there are derivative sites. Yes. If you're still here, yes, there are. Now, here's some things that went up and down. Who said that I have to hold a cryptocurrency, right? We have USDT, which is Tether. So this is like a dollar, right? I'm holding something that is a digital version of a dollar. We have USDC, which is US dollar coin. This is a digital version of a dollar. And then you see them going up and up because that's their reserves going higher and higher. So I could be in a crypto dollar getting more higher returns on my investment than I would be in something else. Here we go. Here's something, Aave.com. I've showed you guys this before. There is no real reason. All that's saying, that's like saying, are you diversified in other things other than the stock market? Warren Buffett was only in the stock market. Diversification is like a myth to certain people, to me at least, because I'm like, diversify, why? Why exactly? Because that's an easy phrase to say. If you don't know what you're doing, then you need to be heavily diversified, in my opinion, because you're like, well, I don't know if this is going to go up, this is going to go up. Yeah, I could be diversified in crypto. I may not know if Bitcoin's going up tomorrow, but guess what? I'm going to use these digital versions of the dollar, and they can give me an interest rate of 3.8% or a 4.35, a 5.79, so on and so forth, right? I can get those interest rates out of them just by holding my assets in those digital frames. And Tether, for instance, was pushed up by China primarily. A lot of Chinese people are backing that because the government is like, yo, you can't take out yuan higher than, I don't know, $50,000 equivalent in US dollars when you travel abroad. So they usually sell and buy up artwork. They bought up the West Coast via real estate. That's how they get out. They go to casinos and they spend a little bit on poker chips. That's a way around regulations, I found. Especially billionaires do it too. There are capital controls with every country. Don't let them lie to you. The U.S. has heavy capital controls too. Most people are just too broke to understand or see that they have capital controls. But every country has controls of the inflow and outflow of money. Delano Blake said, why so many U.S. athletes disappear from track and field so quick, on fire for a minute, then they disappear just like that? There are many athletes all over the planet that do that. But I'm going to keep in mind with this. Like I said, I'm done talking about athletics at this point. So if you want to talk about that, catch my next stream. Right now, this is overtime. So I'm going to give us 10 more minutes, no more than that, and then I am out because my back is starting to hurt from sitting down too long. But at this point, it's 10 more minutes. If you guys are interested, just join the Discord. But yeah, you can definitely come out here in the US dollar equivalents right here. DAI Gemini dollar, USD coin, USDT, Binance US dollar, SUSD, which is synthetic US dollar, true USD. There are different risks to each one of them that you have to understand and do research on your own. But yeah, at this point, just split. If somebody trolling your account because you repeating the same thing over and over, that's kind of weird. Or did you not get it through the first time and it's just repeating it? Is anybody else seeing his same comment over and over, or is that just me? Because it might just be a glitch. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, there are definitely different ways that you can come out here. Even you can make money on digital real estate like this, Decentraland. So that's like Ready Player One. If y'all saw that movie, this is that. But I will catch you all on the next one. I'm getting tired. My back's hurting. And now we getting people repeating the same question over and over. So I don't know what's going on here. But thank you all for coming out. I do appreciate it. They said not just you. Oh, okay. Highly favored said. Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, if it's just spammed up, man, I'm just about to leave. I don't understand what the heck is going on. But yeah, there are plenty of things that you can do out here. So I guess I'll leave the last 10 minutes with that. I got 8 minutes left on my timer. So also here, this is another thing that I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to have something called an NFT. All right. It's called an NFT. And then what you can do, I just made sure that I created this page. I'm going to drag it over so you guys can see it now. So this is going to, why is it saying sign into my wallet? I do not want to sign in to my wallet right now. Let me take this off the screen for a second because I don't want to put my password on the screen and, you know, talk about that thing now. Now, in terms of that, you can go and you can find my page and everything on OpenSea. What I'm going to do is have something called an NFT. Those are like digital collectibles, like a playing card, but digitally. It can be music. Jay-Z sold an album or something like that on an NFT. A couple of other artists did as well. So there's a lot of value. I didn't really understand it at first, but what I do know is when people find value in something, I'm not here to question them, right? I'm not here to question somebody's motives about what they find value in, because I found value in having Pokemon, and that was a digital video game and everything, right? So what somebody else could tell me, oh, that's dumb. You are on Pokemon. Okay, cool. But I find value in it, and a lot of other people find value. It's not a real pet. It's not you actually training or doing anything. Okay, that's fair enough. That could be the case, but I personally find value in it. And so if there's a market for that, then there's something that we can do. So as my channel is growing larger and larger, what I'm going to be doing is making what's called an NFT. And so I will be selling those. Hold on, I'm trying to put in my password because apparently it's not letting me get to it unless my wallet is unlocked, but I'm not doing it on the screen for you guys because privacy. They say, I don't know. I think it's better to still hold. All right, go ahead. Say it's better to hold gold and everything while we're out here making money hand over fist. I see. I don't get the understanding, and especially when people try to sell you on, hey, it's better to hold this thing. Oh, really? All right. Here we go. Bitcoin. If you got this back here, I don't even have to do that thing. So somebody's saying it's better to hold gold and silver. Okay, cool. Unless you were the bozo, the clown that bought it right here, and now you're almost back here. You could have bought it at virtually any other time in the past, and you would be at profit here. Let's say that you bought it at this time, right here. This asset. This is not Bitcoin. This is something called Harmony. You will be, let's just say you multiply your profits times 5, right? You will have whatever you had, 1,000 times 5. You will have now, what, $5,000 in total. Or no, actually it'll be times 6 and then $5,000 in profit. So $6,000 in total. If gold or silver were better, then they would move. You have to go with where the market is. People that sell you that is better, let me tell you, this is why they tell you that is better. Because they have a benefit of telling you that is better. That's straight, frankly there. That's why they're telling you that is better. They have a benefit, a direct benefit from profiting off of you to stay in gold and silver. Why? Because then while they're telling you that gold and silver, like these banks, they try to lie to people and say, oh, I never heard of this. When that dude off of Shark Tank, the dude that looks like a penguin with the bald head or whatever his name is, he said he had never heard of Bitcoin before. Why the heck this man say he never heard of Bitcoin before when only 4 years before he was in Canada on a televised program saying, well, look, I now take Bitcoin seriously now that it's gotten to a $1 billion market cap. I would put 2% of my net worth in that. No more than that, but 2%. Then he came by in 2017 and claimed he had just heard of it yesterday. This is so hilarious to me that they try to tell you. These same people that are wrong time and time again are the same people that tell you to hold gold, silver, and by the time they tell you to get Bitcoin, they've already put so much of their bags and their net worth in it that now they're making a profit. Now you are, quote unquote, correct. But tell me, they say, I don't know if access to internet may be blocked or controlled. All right, pro use services. How if the internet's blocked or controlled, you got a bigger problem. Did you know that when you do a wire transfer, you need the internet? When you do your banking system, you need the internet. So that means everybody using a Visa card, which 98% of all transactions that happen with dollar value or anything in the world are done digitally. So that means barely anybody's holding any physical anything. So you're going to have your gold. And then the rest of the people are going to be like, oh, that's the guy that got silver and gold. Go attack him. But Bitcoin can be traded via a satellite stream, radio waves. It can be traded through physical means as well on a piece of paper. So there are ways that you can trade Bitcoin without the internet. Now, it would be very inconvenient, but you can still do it without the internet. So you don't need the internet for it. But what happens if the power goes out? We got other problems to worry about. That's really a bad argument. So when you talk about that, you got to talk about the flip side. People always, when they try to down something, you got to give the context. Like when they try to down the Jamaican athletes, when they try to down Richardson or something like that. I'm the channel that says, wait a minute, here's the context of all of this, not just one-sided. If the internet is down, what else is down? Oh, hospitals are down. They're the number one thing that gets hacked every year, but let the media tell you is Bitcoin. No, the hospitals are hacked every single day and they ransom them for a lot of money. Because let's say you're in the middle of an open heart surgery, you need your machine to see the blood rating and everything. Somebody will hack it and say, yo, pay me out XYZ amount of money or else here. And then they're going to have to do it. They don't got a hacking team to just go that quickly to unhack themselves. Somebody's in the middle of open heart surgery and they need their surgery now. Any more delays, and then it's crucial. Hospitals are the number one thing hacked every single year. Also, cars, they blow up and explode and get on fire all the time. One Tesla catches a flame, it makes news media all over the place. And we should know this. Most of us on this channel are brown skinned. We know how the bias is and how they try to market us as monkeys, chimpanzees, and all types of stuff. So that same thinking is the same way that they're going to tell you that silver and gold is the thing to buy. Yet I can tell you right now, right here. Let me go to XA. What is the gold symbol? Gosh darn it. Is it XAU? Yeah, there it is. XAU. Here we go. Let's go to spot right here. Yet in this same amount of time, gold has, let's see, since August of 2011, barely gotten higher. Let's say that you bought the all-time high. Let's say that somebody bought the all-time high of Bitcoin back in 2017. At max, it has gone up 6% more, and right now, you are now down 6%. Okay, not bad. It's stable. When you're already rich, then you can go into that because that maintains your wealth. But if you're trying to grow wealth, that's the difference. See, these people that talk to you about these things, they always weasel words you out. They say, oh, silver is this thing is going to do here. No, it's for somebody that's already rich. Just like real estate is for somebody that already has money. Sure, a couple of people can make money with gold and silver. Sure, a couple of people can make money through real estate. It happens. But the vast majority of people won't. Now, we just compared that, right? Now, let's look at BTC, right? Let's look at Bitcoin. Back on Bitstamp, which has the highest history. Now, let's go back to the previous all-time high back here a couple of years ago. Now, we had to go back to 2011 for the all-time high of gold. Now, it took from 2011 to this year, or actually, yeah, this year or sometime in December of last year. Here we go. Here's the all-time high in 2017. So you bought at 20,000, and now you could have had the all-time high there, which you would have been up. Let's see. It went to 60,000, 2.2 times return on investment. So if you bought one Bitcoin, you would have had 64,000. Or if you just held it still today, you still would have an extra Bitcoin on your pocket, or at least the equivalent to the 2017 value. Are you getting what I'm saying? That's why market cycles and timing is very, very important. And I'm going to show you guys one more thing as I just went over by 2 minutes, because this is very important. Let me blank out the screen for a second, because I forgot where I put the resources for this. Dang it, I put the wrong thing. Whatever. Coin. Okay, now here it is. This is very important. This is going to make my computer run wild, because when this rolls up, I think their charts, whatever program they got in the background, is going to be there. This is the final thing, and then I'm out here. Like I said, anybody that's interested, just go into Discord, right? But look, here's Bitcoin, right? Now, I'm telling people in my academies, prepare for Bitcoin pumping up by 50% to 100% in one day. When it does that, I'm taking profits, because I already know that's toward the end. It's just done. But I'm ready for Bitcoin to pop up by that. They said, do you think the elites will eventually take control of Bitcoin? Because nothing gets past them. Enoch said, they already control Bitcoin since 2011. Bank of America has been trying to put a patent for a Bitcoin cryptocurrency exchange since 2011. The Shark Tank guy has been talking about it since 2011. Then when 2017 came by, he pretended like he didn't know what Bitcoin was. You see, that's the thing. They are out here lying to people. They're lying to people. They manipulate people all the time, and people fall for it. Hook, line, and sinker. Same thing. The media is going to tell you, oh, what's her name is good. She's going to be up here and whatever. And then she performed horribly, right? That's something you can't escape from. But this quote unquote subjective thing of Bitcoin, because, oh yeah, it fell down by, I don't know, 20% the other day. Cool. It's very volatile. What they don't tell you is volatility may be good. Volatility happens when there's a lot of progress and a lot of a market that's able to grow. They don't tell you the other side. They just say, oh, volatility, scary. Let me clutch my pearls in my panties. That's what they do. They try to scare you into it, just like they scare you to get the jab or anything else. Instead of telling people to lose weight, eat better, exercise, things that build your immune system, they say, put a mask on. Oh, did they tell you about the negative effects of masks? Because that's what Japan and China does, and they go through epidemic every couple of years. It's a new epidemic. They got to put on a mask again, especially in China. Japan. They just basically wear masks at this point. That's why they knew what to do, and they didn't lock down. Why? Well, the negative effect is if you have it with people with underdeveloped immune systems, particularly children or other people at risk, what'll happen is by the time they do get exposed, they're going to be sicker because they didn't get to develop their immune system. People with strong immune systems, if they wear masks, it can weaken it. So if you wear it for too long, like what's happening here, by the time you take it down, you're now going to be on a permanent leash to keep putting on a mask, because now you got to prevent it. Yeah, they can work because it lowered the flu and everything else. But the thing is, people get stronger through stress. Sure, some of us will die. With that thing, it's like a 99.9 something percent survival rating with people that are healthy. Instead of telling people to get healthy, let's just say you can eat McDonald's, you can eat this, Walmart can stay open, this big business, but mom and pop store, you got to close. It's the same people that's doing that's got control of Bitcoin. You know why? Before I get to this thing, and this is why I got to hit it. Did you know that in the stock market, that they do something called sell in May and go away, and then in October and the fall, basically it comes back. What happened here? Oh, here's April. What happened? Sold in May, go away for the summer, come back in the fall. Oh, here it is. This is typically what Bitcoin's trend is anyway. It comes by, its best months are usually in October. September is historically bad for Bitcoin. That's a little bit different than the stock market. But then they come back in October, November. It's the fall coming into the winter. And then that's when it comes up, just like what happened here back there. October was a good month. It started to come by here. So that's what I'm just telling you guys. You know these articles about Bitcoin being different, they don't understand because they didn't have like a decade of experience, whether that was good or bad experience in the stock market. And then they don't understand. They're like, wow, this is crazy. No, it's actually very predictable. Now, I'm going to get all excited and stuff, like I'm going to announce it like a sports league and stuff when I talk to people. I'm like, yeah, this thing just popped up here because I want it to not be boring, because looking at this is boring. Like, got to be honest. But it's very predictable. It's very predictable. It's only probabilities. You're either going to be right a certain amount of time or wrong a certain amount of time. And you got to see which one is better in your favor. Now, here, this is what I wanted to do. This was the last point I was going to make. Did you know that when something gets adopted, like cars in the United States, vehicles, right? This is the last thing that I said. You say, I'm talking about the government, sir. Enoch, the government already has control of crypto in a certain extent. Why? Well, did you know that the Federal Reserve, which is actually a business, but working directly with the government, has a copy of Bitcoin, Cardano, Ethereum, Ripple, XRP, and others? They've been keeping track of that for a while. China has made a digital version of that. Kenya already uses it as the national reserve currency at this point. They announced it a few months ago, earlier this year. In order for them to announce it, they have to already accumulate enough. If they tell you today that it was a good job, imagine $1 trillion+ going into Bitcoin, which is only, or cryptocurrencies, which is only about a $200 billion market cap. It will go kaput and go straight up in the air. It will go straight up in the air and it would not look back. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So here's the last point, because I'm keeping y'all long. Y'all know how I am. Somebody's calling me back, my buddy that was supposed to do this track channel with me, but he ain't. So shame on him. I know he's probably listening now. All jokes. Now here, the adoption rate for vehicles in the USA it took about 13 or 14 years to get to 80%. Right? 11 or 12 of those years, did you know that was the longest period of time? It took 11 or 12 years and it went from 0% to about 11%. Once it got over 11.3, it went in 1 year and went to 84% adoption rate. So that's when they show you the picture of those horses in New York. If you have ever seen that picture, they show you the pictures of horses in New York. And then the next year, there's one horse when it used to be a whole bunch of horses in one car, right? And that took 1 year. Well, they didn't give the context of that took 11 years before it got to that point. And the reason being is because it's a point of no return. It's just like saying that if you are an Olympic champion, there's a momentum that you get. And that's what I was telling you guys about the champions. There's a momentum that they have. So if you are a champion, you can come into a winning spree, and keep coming and then be looking well, right? Well, the same thing here. The adoption rate here is only just over 2%. Just over 2% is the adoption rate of crypto. It said when the red bar is missing from the chart, it means the current percentage of money in crypto is less than 1%. It's just over 2%. You become permanently impossible to destroy a trend when it gets over 3.4%. We are not there yet. So we're not at 3.4%. Crypto can be shut down at this point. But as soon as it's going to be a certain tipping point, and then when we get to worldwide adoption, then it's going to be like the U.S. government. Just imagine if the U.S. government says, all right, we can use crypto. And plus, they wouldn't shut it down anyway. Why? That would be dumb. The only thing they can do is, quote unquote, control it. They already put through regulations. And what it'll do is, it's too many rich people now It's too many crypto billionaires. They can just quote unquote pay off the government. That's not how it works. That's a very simplistic term, but they can do lobbying favors and stuff like that for the government. And that's how they can push these things through. There's too many rich people at this point. There's billionaires now. There might be trillionaires. And that's the only concern with the government. They want some of the pie. If you give them a piece of the pie, they don't care what you do. They don't care what you do. Because the biggest money launderers on the planet are Chase Bank, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and all of them. They're the biggest money launderers, other than probably governments and stuff too. But I guess you can't be a government money launderer because you're the one that is regulating the money. You just, I guess, change the rules and then you're fine. But the businesses, they're money launderers. And then when they get caught, they get a slap on the wrist of a few $1 billion. And they didn't trade it trillions and trillions. You see that? So Bitcoin's just at over 2% adoption rate. M0 money. It says total of all physical money. Remember, less than 2% all the money that we use right now, or 2 or 3% of all the money is physical. So it really doesn't matter here, right? That's already surpassed. Either that's less than 1%, like when they said the red bar is missing, or it's already here. It said Bitcoin will be 44,000 something here. M1 money. That's the measure of the previous one plus on-demand accounts, checking, and current accounts, quote unquote. Then you got M2 money, which is savings account, money market accounts, which is a very small investment things, and then certificate of deposits, which are under $100,000. So M2 money doesn't even count people that are essentially wealthy at this point. That's not even counting them. They don't keep track of that. Why? Because the rich people want their privacy. If you knew how to track that, governments know, but the common person like you and I, we ain't about to see what Warren Buffett has exactly in his bank account, Bill Gates, or anything like that. So that's what I'm saying. With all the money that's $100,000 or less, it's less than 2% adoption. Once we start getting up here and here and here and here, it's going to explode. I imagine that we get somewhere between 4 and 8%. And then from that point, we going to go. It might take another 4 or 5 years, somewhere in between there. But we're going to go most likely. So